हेलो वेलकम बैक टू ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस। और यार काफी देर हो गया ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस पे लाइव हुए बिकॉज यस अगेन वी डिड अ लॉट ऑफ लाइव स्ट्रीम्स कल, लेकिन इट वाज ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी। सो एवरीवन इन द चैट, भाई सब लोग जो भी आने वाला है यार, जो आया है, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग देयर बिकॉज इट इज अ बिग नाइट। क्यों है बिग नाइट? बिकॉज इट इज अ स्टार्ट ऑफ, लग रहा है इंग्लैंड में डेफिनेटली फुटबॉल शुरू हो गई है फाइनली। लंबा ब्रेक था फॉर सम पीपल आर फीलिंग नहीं यार, हार्डली एनी ब्रेक था, अगेन फुटबॉल शुरू हो गए। बट यार ऑलवेज गुड टू वॉच फुटबॉल, स्पेशली विद यू ऑल। उस बात पर यार सब लोग लाइक ठोक दीजिए। नॉट ओनली दैट, इफ यू कैन इवन शेयर द स्ट्रीम इट विल बी ब्रिलियंट सो दैट वी हैव मोर पीपल, और कॉन्वर्सेशन होगा तो बढ़िया होगा। और यहाँ पर यस वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग इवन माइकल टू जॉइन लेटर ऑन, जो लिवरपूल फैन है, बट ऑफ कोर्स we are having a new person on the panel जो है basically Mohammed from CFC Talk podcast. Hopefully you will like him as well. But certainly a big night generally for English football in my opinion. Having said that, let's be honest, Chelsea fans तो बोलेंगे, लेकिन pretty honest opinion ये है यार, this is a glorified friendly, it is community shield, but big part क्या है? It is Liverpool versus Manchester City, and they have been the strongest teams in England for last 5 years. वो हम नहीं डिनाई कर सकते, that's a reality of it, and that's why just the match, एक है ना मैच का बेसिकली लुत्फ लीजिए सब लोग, और अच्छा लगेगा देखना मैच। दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट। एंड यस, अरे थैंक यू यार मुदित, थैंक यू, शाउट आउट बनता है भाई मुदित को डेफिनेटली। वन आवर बस दैट इज फुटबॉल क्रिक्स, थैंक यू अगेन। आज प्रॉपर गोल फेस्ट होगा, एंड अगेन yeah, let your predictions come in the chat. क्या होने वाला है स्कोर predictions? It is Liverpool Man City. It is not at Wembley, जो मैंने लास्ट टाइम गलती से बोला था in the preview show जो हमने किया था along with the entire season preview for Liverpool Man City, but it is at King Power. Or obviously Leicester are the holders of this. Leicester had beaten their Man City last time around. तो देखते हैं क्या होने वाला है। अरे सैफ, थैंक यू यार अगेन, अ मेंबर ऑफ ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी कमिंग हियर as supporting as well as always. Happy अरे thank you यार, football is comment as well, same with him. And again people, by chance आपने नहीं चेक किया, please check him out as well, good channel is that. Big night because it's a bit okay, thank you. City 1 Liverpool 0, okay, interesting. नमस्कार to आशीष, आशीष कैसे हो भाई? आप भी बता दीजिए आशीष क्या क्या होने वाला है स्कोर लाइन, एंड ऑफ कोर्स थैंक्स फॉर बीइंग देयर अगेन पीपल। इफ यू कैन जस्ट शेयर द स्ट्रीम, be it in your WhatsApp groups, be it basically in your social media pages, great. मैंने पोस्ट किया है सोशल मीडिया में ऑलवेज, मैंने पोस्ट किया कम्युनिटी पेज में ऑलवेज, इफ यू कैन जस्ट लाइक दैट, वो भी याद दिलाएगा सबको कि हम भी लाइव होते हैं, नॉट जस्ट ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी बट ऑन ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस भी, बिकॉज वी हैव टू गेट दिस चैनल टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल एज वेल. दिस इज बेसिकली ऑन द रोड टू 4K. बिल्कुल भाई, होपफुली वी गेट देयर. 3 to 4 City, being a City fan, yeah, I can understand why. Last cup match शायद खेली थी सिटी लिवरपूल, if I'm not wrong, FA Cup में, right? पिछले ही season. Obviously, being a Chelsea fan, अच्छे memories नहीं है because we could have been here, we could have won that FA Cup final as well. लेकिन हाँ, we lost on penalties. We all know that against Liverpool, लेकिन Liverpool deserve it. Generally आप बोलो English football में ज़्यादा. Again, it is a glorified friendly, मैं ये भी बोलना चाहूँगा, but yeah, the fact is it is the first silverware of the season. तो देयर इज सम ब्रैगिंग राइट्स डेफिनेटली यार, और एक कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्टर है जब सीजन पे जाते हो ना डेफिनेटली. लिवरपूल विन 1-0 और 2-1. इंटरेस्टिंग आशीष, चलो एक लिवरपूल के लिए भी जा रहे हैं. तो वी हैव मुदित गोइंग फॉर सिटी, वी हैव फुटबॉल क्लिक गोइंग फॉर सिटी, एंड नाउ आशीष गोइंग फॉर लिवरपूल. मैं बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पर आई कैन सी डेफिनेटली यार द फैक्ट यार, हाँ लाइनअप दिखा देता है, लाइनअप वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग है बिकॉज उसके बेसिस पर आप बोलोगे मे बी यार गोल्स कंसीड होंगे बाय अ सर्टेन टीम. आई डोंट नो, देखते क्या लाइनअप है. तो यहाँ देखिए रॉबर्टसन, वैन डाइक, मैटिप और अलेक्जेंडर आर्नोल्ड तो ब्रिलियंट है, लेकिन एड्रियन, everyone knows एड्रियन भाई. एड्रियन चेल्सी फैंस विल रिमेंबर, लिवरपूल फैंस विल रिमेंबर अगेंस्ट चेल्सी, लेकिन हाँ एड्रियन इन बिग मैचेस हैज नॉट डन वेल इन द पास्ट. उनको एक्सपीरियंस है, ऐसे नहीं बोलूंगा इनएक्सपीरियंस गोलकीपर है, बट ही हैज एक्सपीरियंस प्लेइंग at the topmost level quite a while. लेकिन हाँ डेफिनेटली यार बहुत मिस्टेक्स है वहां पर. देखिए एडिसन है तो दैट्स द डिफरेंस. बाकी बॉबी फर्मिनो स्टार्टिंग, यार डार्विन नूनेज नॉट स्टार्टिंग. क्या लगता है भाई, दिस इज गोइंग टू बी एक शुरुआत सीजन के लिए भाई. ओपनिंग सेरेमनी शुरू हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्या. आई थिंक दे सिंग द नेशनल एंथम राइट ऑफ इंग्लैंड, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. मैं ऑडियो ऑन नहीं कर रखा हूँ बिकॉज नहीं तो कॉपीराइट इश्यू हो जाएगा, लेकिन आप बोलिए क्या हो रहा है. सोनी 10-2 पर आ रहा है फॉर दोज ऑफ यू डू नॉट नो. लुइस डियाज अगेन, आप पोल का रिजल्ट इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा बिकॉज मेरे ख्याल से लुइस डियाज, यार दिस हैज टू बी द सीजन फॉर हिम. एज मच एज साला इज अ वर्ल्ड बीटर, डेफिनेटली हालैंड कैन बी दैट. लुइस डियाज भाई लास्ट सीजन में 5 महीने दिखाए थे, लेकिन क्या बढ़िया दिखाए थे। प्री सीजन में भी आई थिंक ही लुक शार्प फॉर मी, तो आई थिंक फॉर मी लुइस डियाज इज द मैन। लेकिन यार एवरीवन विल से नहीं, इट हैज टू बी केविन डी ब्रुयने, दैट इज द डिफरेंस मेकर। तो आप देखिए जो फ्रंट सिक्स है दोनों ही टीम्स की बढ़िया फ्रंट सिक्स है। मे बी डार्विन नूनेज फॉर फर्मिनो आएंगे, लेकिन फर्मिनो इज सेटल भाई, उनको पता है कैसे खेलते हैं विद दिस लिवरपूल साइड, एंड दैट इज व्हाट द डिफरेंस इज। तो यहाँ पर बिकॉज ऑफ द गोलकीपर मैं बोल रहा हूँ यार मैन सिटी विल विन, सो आई एम गोइंग मैन सिटी 2 लिवरपूल 1, और 3-2 हो जाए तो और भी बढ़िया। क्या बोलते हो सब लोग? और यस यार जो भी जुड़ा है भाई, थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग एंड बी देयर, बिकॉज देयर बी अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्कशन रिएक्शन हो गया। हम वी कैन डेफिनेटली डिस्कस ट्रांसफर्स। ऑलरेडी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस है तो वी कैन डिस्कस अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, इवन कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स गोइंग ऑन बाय द वे। लेकिन हाँ, वी आर गोइंग टू बी जॉइंड बाय पैनल, एक चेल्सी पैनल और एक लिवरपूल पैनल होपफुली। लेकिन देखते हैं अब। अरे हेलो हसीब, कैसे हो? डेफिनेटली थैंक यू। लाइनअप एंड बेंच इज ऑलवेज प्लीजिंग। हाँ, बेंच मैंने दिखाया नहीं, वो भी दिखा देते 2 मिनट में। लेकिन हाँ, ऑलमोस्ट एवरीवन इज अवेलेबल फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नो। कैल्विन फिलिप्स इज बेंच बाय द वे। वैसे मैं पेप गार्डियोला फैन हूँ, पर लिवरपूल को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ। ओके, इंटरेस्टिंग। डिड यू कट योर केक बाय द वे इफ केपा लीव्स? या सब हो गया यार, 12 बजे था कल रात को। तो एनीवे थैंक यू यार डेरेन, अगेन मेंबर ऑफ ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी हियर ऑन ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस। तो लग रहा है यस, केपा माइट लीव टू नापोली ऑन लोन, वो है। तो हम बात करने वाले ट्रांसफर्स की बीच बीच में तो करेंगे। तो यहाँ पर मैं स्टार कर रहा हूँ डेरेन एज ऑलवेज भाई, थैंक्स। आर्यन थैंक्स कमिंग अलोंग। मैनचेस्टर का मैच देखा आज, दे लॉस्ट बट वर सो गुड। यार मैंने नहीं देखा, लाइक आपने फिगर आउट कर लिया था, मेरा बर्थडे था तो आई डे टाइम आई वाजंट एबल टू वॉच। आई हाँ, मैंने चेल्सी का मैच देखा, मैं तो वो मिस नहीं करने वाला था। चेल्सी का देखा, वो था चेल्सी, आई थिंक यू कैन से चेल्सी सेकंड टीम, लेकिन आई थिंक काफी स्ट्रॉन्ग प्लेयर्स वहां भी थे वर्सेस उडिनेजी सेकंड टीम। तो वो मतलब वी वन इट 2-0, लेकिन हाँ फर्स्ट हाफ वाज नॉट बैड, सेकंड हाफ वाज लिटिल बिट बोरिंग, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट। लेकिन विल कम टू दैट एज वेल। पार्थ इन द हाउस, थैंक यू, बिग अप यार सब लोग जो भी ज्वाइन किए, शाउट आउट आपको सर्टनली, बिकॉज आई नो दैट इट इज अ सैटरडे नाइट। और सैटरडे नाइट क्या बनता है भाई? मेरे लिए तो फुटबॉल बनता है, दैट्स द बेस्ट पार्ट। तो इसलिए हम आ गए हैं फुटबॉल क्रीक्स। वेल नो माने, हाँ रियलाइजेशन फॉर लिवरपूल फैंस होगा भाई, माने नहीं है। अब देखते हैं कैसे करते हैं बिग गेम्स विदाउट माने। Nunez is awful. I remember your comments regarding Nunez. I don't think he's awful, लेकिन हाँ, he's not the finished article yet. Far from it, that's for sure. मैंने आज फीफा में चेल्सी को यूसीएल जिता दिया। अरे थैंक यू यार, बिग अप बिग अप। हेलो देयर, हेलो सहज भाई, कैसे हो? अगेन डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द स्ट्रीम एंड डेफिनेटली कमेंट क्या होने वाला है, स्कोर लाइन। Bayern was struggling against City, that too City didn't go on full gear. फेयर इनफ। और बायर्न सिटी दोनों ही मतलब स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑन पेपर थी एटलीस्ट, तो फेयर इनफ दैट। 8-2 लिवरपूल। अरे भाई साहब, बायर्न टू डिडंट गो फुल गियर मेट। ओके, वी हैव बायर्न फैन इन हाउस, तो यहाँ पर हो रहा है भाई। लेकिन ऑन पेपर दोनों ही स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम थे, मैं तो ये बोलूंगा। योर थॉट्स ऑन ब्रोया? नॉट कन्विंस्ड। हाँ, obviously I've seen a lot of comment sections talking about भाई यही ब्रो है ना, he is getting into the positions and और कुछ मैचेस होंगे तो he'll score, all that fine। भाई क्या हो जाता है भाई? It is about Chelsea and that number 9 position। हाँ, it is just a pre-season friendly, लेकिन he had brilliant 2-3 टैप इन। एक तो प्रॉपर टैप इन था, एक भी आई थिंक देयर गोलकीपर डिड वेल। लेकिन हाँ, बाय द वे मैच स्टार्ट हो गया एंड अगेन जो भी प्रेडिक्शन नहीं किया भाई, प्रेडिक्शन कर दीजिए। मैंने बोला 2-1 फॉर मैन सिटी, 3-2 हो तो अच्छा था, थोड़े वांट, बट माय प्रेडिक्शन इज 2-1। अभी देखते हैं भाई, ब्रो टाइम विल टेल। ही हैड अ गुड हेडर एज वेल अर्ली ऑन, लेकिन अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आई थिंक ज्यादा डिसअपॉइंट किया। और ही वाज ब्रॉट ऑफ अर्ली, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ मिसिंग चांसेस, लेकिन द फैक्ट इज ही वाज कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम इंजरी, तो फेयर इनफ दैट। लेकिन हाँ, सेकंड हाफ में भी यार हम शार्प नहीं लग रहे थे, बिकॉज इतना, क्योंकि यार एक होता है ना कि यार वी डिडंट हैव अ प्रॉपर नंबर 9 पोजीशन में कोई, एंड मे बी यार ब्रो हैड एन इफेक्ट, तो यार काइंड ऑफ सोचो मैं बोलूंगा। ओके, थॉट्स ऑन CR7 इंस्टाग्राम कमेंट्स। भाई कल ही हमने रिएक्ट कर लिया था उस पर, जहां तक मुझे याद है। कल शाम वाला कमेंट का बोल रहे हो ना, तो वेयर ही सेड अबाउट टू, एक तो 2 कमेंट्स था ना, एक तो द किंग प्लेज ऑन संडे इज दैट, एंड एक और था बेसिकली एज इन you guys want to be news, you cannot be without me, something like that, right? So he's going to stay in Manchester United in my opinion, वही लग रहा है मुझे। तो he'll try his best to stay unless George Mendes thinks otherwise or brings him an offer। अब देखते हैं, चेल्सी वाला स्टोरी भी बाकी है, तो ब्रोया से क्या होता है वो देखते हैं। मतलब if ब्रोया kind of leaves Chelsea, there might be a void, और हम शायद शायद बैक इन होंगे, लेकिन अगेन मैच स्टार्ट पीपल, क्या लग रहा है भाई अर्ली जो हुआ है मैच में, लुक्स लाइक इट्स नॉट अ प्री सीजन फ्रेंडली, तो लग रहे टैकल्स आर फ्लोइंग अराउंड और थोड़ा बहुत स्टॉप एंड स्टार्ट हो रहा है गेम, लेकिन होपफुली विल गेट अ फ्लोइंग गेम जो होता है भाई सिटी और लिवरपूल का काफी अच्छा गेम होता है ऑलवेज. Bayern fans were saying Sane was playing more City than Bayern. Oh my God. Interesting, interesting. Again, people, do not forget, we are on the road to 4K. So let's get us there on this channel as well. And of course, thanks for always being there. लेकिन हाँ, every like helps, so every share helps. So आप शेयर कर दीजिए तो बहुत ही अच्छा रहेगा अगर कर सके तो. अरे अर्ली अरे नेथना की स्टार्टिंग का क्या लग रहा है यार पीपल? नेथना की स्टार्टिंग है सेंटर बैक. Is it because just they are still technically in pre-season mode? Remember, मैन सिटी लाइक वी प्रीव्यूड ना, मैन सिटी का ये खाली तीसरा मैच है शायद प्री सीजन में, इफ आई एम काउंटिंग एज प्री सीजन व्हिच आई पर्सनली डू. लेकिन हाँ लिवरपूल का पांचवा मैच है तो हो सकता है इसलिए मे बी दे आर प्लेइंग नेथन आकी सेंटर बैक, आई डोंट नो. या पेप गार्डियोला ने उनको प्रॉमिस किया नहीं इस बार आप खेलोगे यार, हाँ दैट्स व्हाट आप रखे गए हो उसके लिए, हो सकता है दैट्स व्हाई ही डिडंट गो टू चेल्सी, आई डोंट नो, देयर माइट बी अ पॉसिबिलिटी. आप लोग बोलिए भाई. ओके, I think Kevin De Bruyne trying to control the ball, but no, I think back to Fabinho. Oh, Fabinho with a brilliant ball here on the right hand side. Wow, that's a Hollywood diagonal cross from Fabinho. और Salah taking on Cancelo, I think. और भाई साइड नेटिंग साइड नेटिंग हुआ. टिपिकल साला रन था और टिपिकल वन ऑन वन था, लेकिन हाँ द फैक्ट इज वो कर्ल नहीं कर पाए, रादर वो बहुत ही नैरो एंगल था, तो फेयर इनफ. Not a very easy chance, but Fabinho, yeah, nice, pass there. I just want LFC to lose. Let's see. भाई, to be very honest, maybe subconsciously मैं भी चाह रहा हूँ. Nothing against LFC, nothing against LFC fans. लेकिन the fact यार वो लोग 4 बार हमसे भिड़े लास्ट सीजन में, चारों बार एक बार भी मतलब जीत नहीं हासिल हुई 90 मिनट में, फिर भी है ना दे आर इन दिस सिल्वरवेयर वाला मैच. मतलब आई एम जस्ट सेइंग it is what they deserve as well, arguably. लेकिन you know what? I think Man City are just that better team as well, in my opinion. Just what I'm saying. Thank God. You know what? अभी लग रहा है भाई, मतलब लिवरपूल आर प्रॉब्ली लुकिंग शार्पर. वो ऑब्वियस है ना. लिवरपूल का ये 5वां प्री सीजन मैच है, मैन सिटी का कौन सा तीसरा. नॉट डन. यार गौरव, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आज मेरा बर्थडे यार, तो मैं बाहर था पूरे दिन, तो मुझे खुद फॉलो करने का मौका नहीं मिला. आई नो दैट वी डिड विन 1 गोल्ड, सो आई एम जस्ट बैक एंड दैट्स व्हाई मैं थोड़ा सा स्ट्रीम भी लेट कर रहा हूँ देन यूजुअली आई डू अ प्री मैच, लेकिन वो सब नहीं कर रहा हूँ, तो आई वाज लिटरली आउटसाइड बर्थडे. सो आई एक्सक्यूज मी फॉर टुडे, बट आई विल चेक इट अप क्विकली एंड लेट यू नो. नो वरीज, डोंट. एंड ऑफ कोर्स I hope that we won golds as well. Let me actually quickly see. किसी को मालूम है तो बता दीजिए यार. मैं by the way I was just tuning in अभी, तो मैं देख रहा था टीटी का मैच ही देख रहा था मैं, इनफैक्ट when it happens. But anyway, let's see results day 2, right? तो देखते हैं. Hopefully, let's see the medals tally. Okay. Okay, I'm just seeing the medals tally. Okay, यहाँ पे कहाँ गया यार? Okay, so we didn't win a gold as per the Google medals tally. अरे मुझे लगा मैंने देखा था एक post that we did win a gold today. I don't know, I might be wrong. एक सिल्वर और एक ब्रॉन्ज दिखा रहा है medals tally तो Google में. Let me know. अरे थैंक यू यार कृष्णा, थैंक यू as well. गौरव यार, बिग अप यार. कोई नहीं यार, कोई नहीं. Much love. KDB and Haaland combination भी yeah. You know what? It's definitely interesting. लेकिन more than KDB Haaland, मैं बोलूंगा it's about how Haaland works up with basically the wingers for Man City. क्योंकि याद रखिए यहाँ पे मारेज आ रहे. Last season में we had Gabriel Jesus playing a lot of games. तो मारेज will this time play a lot more games compared to last season in my opinion as a starter. तो वहां पर जो ट्यूनिंग बैठती है ना उनके बीच में, क्योंकि आप लोगों को सबको याद है Dortmund days में the link up that was known really was Sancho and Haaland. Haaland actually ran channels well. For people don't give him so much credit. He runs channels pretty well in my opinion. कोई नहीं यार गौरव, again much love. Did you see bro Mrs. Yeah, I saw that. I tweeted about it. I am not happy. It's about Chelsea striker curse, people will say. लेकिन the fact is, yeah, it's just pre-season. but not one, bro, not one. Exactly, it was at least three. He missed three chances. हाँ, one was a very good goalkeeper save, लेकिन हाँ, at least two तो minimum मैं बोलूंगा. Where to watch? It's Sony 10 to. So संतोष, thanks for coming in. And again, हम reaction करेंगे तो हम हमारा तो आप देखोगे ही. Sony 10 पे आएगा. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Thank you. Sony Live पर भी है. Yes, exactly. भाई ये I think we are going to be joined with भाई. अरे क्या कर रहा है भाई? What is Man City doing? What is Man City doing? What was that all about? They almost gave the ball away. भाई कौन था? बर्नार्डो सिल्वा था क्या? बर्नार्डो सिल्वा क्या कर रहा है भाई तू? इतना basically risky play in the penalty box. Oh my god, that was like not. मतलब he switched off. Is he still thinking about the Barcelona move? I don't know. क्या हो यार बर्नार्डो सिल्वा को? अरे देखते हैं भाई. Anyway, okay. Okay, I'm hoping that Mohammed ने देख लिया मेरा मैसेज. Let me send Mohammed the link on his Insta ID. पहले यार they have a podcast as well. Huh? अरे गोल हो गया यार. नहीं, बच गया. मैन केविन डे ब्रुयना वही एक फ्लैश ऑफ मोमेंट मिलता है और केविन डे ब्रुयना काइंड ऑफ गेट्स इट यार. एक नैरो एंगल था बट विद लेफ्ट फुट आल्सो. आप देखते हो यार बहुत बार लेफ्ट फुटर ऑलमोस्ट ऑन द लाइन ऑफ द डी. बट हाँ, वर्जिल वैन डाइक जस्ट डिड इनफ. और कॉर्नर है. यस भाई, वर्जिल वैन डाइक ही हैज स्टार्टेड वेल. वर्जिल वैन डाइक गॉट अ वेरी वेरी क्रूशियल टच वहां पर. भाई अभी टेबल टेनिस वॉच अलोंग हो रहा है जियो टीवी वालों के लिए. ओके, नाइस नाइस यार. बेसिकली डेफिनेटली यार टेबल टेनिस भी देख रहा था भाई. एक डबल्स में तो हम हार गए थे. देन आई थिंक एक और मैच चल रहा था व्हिच आई नेथन आकी विद द चांस बट नो, नेथन आकी शुड हैव डन बेटर वहां पर. इट वाज अ कॉर्नर बेसिकली. ओके, शिवन सिल्वर, कंग्रेट्स यार. बिल्कुल, थैंक यू. वही मैं देख रहा था ना मेडल स्टैरी में, तो इट वाज बेसिकली अ सिल्वर. चलो कोई नहीं, सिल्वर तो आ गया. लेकिन हाँ, वेरी सैड दैट नीरज चोपड़ा इज नॉट देयर. वी डोंट. आई होप समवन एल्स स्टैंड्स अप और एक नया स्टार मिले. लेकिन होपफुली वी वुड हैव गॉट कपल ऑफ गोल्स वहां पर. वी विल बी मिसिंग दैट. And again, people who've joined late, do not forget to like the stream. Certainly helps. And like I said, we'll be joined by the panel closer to half time. लेकिन तब तक मेरे से काम चला लो, वो तो हम करते ही रोज एनीवे. लेकिन हाँ, आई एम गेटिंग एक पैनल का वही मुझे लगता है कभी कभी डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव मिलता है, तो इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू गेट समवन एज वेल. लेकिन हाँ, आई एम गोइंग गेट आई थिंक माइकल टुडे वाज अ लिवरपूल फैन हु विल बी जॉइनिंग एट हाफ टाइम. एंड मोहम्मद हुज अ चेल्सी फैन. तो फेलो चेल्सी फैन से देखते हैं. और अगेन Chelsea fans में भी काफी divided opinion हो रहा है. And I guess people, while the match is going on, we can discuss transfers. तो I don't know if you guys realize भाई कुछ न्यूज आज आई है वापस. हाँ, हम प्री सीजन गेम के बारे में भी और बात करेंगे अबाउट चेल्सी व्हेन मोहम्मद कम्स ऑन. लेकिन यहाँ पे एक चांस क्रॉस किया लेफ्ट साइड से लिवरपूल ने, लेकिन नहीं. केविन डे ब्रुयना विद अ नाइस काउंटर अटैक का मूव स्टार्ट करते हुए. एंड यस, लग रहा है काउंटर अटैक होने वाला बढ़िया. भाई हालैंड Haaland is not looking 100%, I must say. लेकिन हाँ, it's just the third preseason game. It's too early. एक ही सेकंड में मैं जज नहीं करने वाला. लेकिन नहीं है. तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ यार, आज काफी चीज हुई. आज क्या हुआ देखते हैं. मतलब आज हुई, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so one thing is Callum Hudon-Odoi to Newcastle. People, what do you think about that move? And अगर किसी ने देखा है प्री सीजन गौर से, Callum Hudon-Odoi, हाँ, आज सेकंड हाफ में he came on as a forward, more as a left forward, जो उनका प्राइमरी पोजीशन है. बट मोस्ट ऑफ प्री सीजन he plays right wing back, similar to last year का प्री सीजन. तो क्या लगता है Callum Hudon-Odoi should he move to Newcastle? और अगर सेंट मैक्सिमन इस साइड आ रहे हैं तो we should take it, right? बेटर डील हमारे लिए, क्या बोलते हो? दैट वुड बी अ ब्रिलियंट डील अगर होता है तो. और वुड यू से दैट टीमो वर्नर टू न्यूकासल इज अ बेटर मूव? वो it's more like a win-win because Timo Werner has not been doing well for us. Maybe Newcastle के लिए that is exactly what they want. Let's see. Kepa is moving to Napoli as per the news, but it's again a loan move, I think. यार I disagree कि होना चाहिए, to be honest. Mendy, I know it's just pre-season, लेकिन जो किया था ना कल Mendy ने, and not just that, last few months of the season भी जो हुआ ना last season, Mendy has shown that he has mistakes in him अभी भी. तो हो सकता है there's a lack of focus or form as well. तो we need a strong number two. Strong number two goalkeeper चाहिए. तो Kepa can be that, as in again very very high salary for him to be number two आप बोलोगे. लेकिन और उनको भी यार वर्ल्ड कप ईयर है, तो he might want a chance to get into the Spain team. I understand that. लेकिन आई थिंक वी माइट हैव टू कीप केपा. मतलब वी वर ट्राइंग, हम लाजियो के कीपर को ट्राई कर रहे थे साइन करने के लिए, बट आई थिंक ही साइन बाय अनदर टीम एंड नॉट चेल्सी. सो मुझे नहीं लगता देयर आर गुड सेकंड चॉइस गोलकीपर्स अवेलेबल हु विल compete और अदर चैलेंज मेंडी. आप बोलिए अगर कोई है तो आपके मन में जो हु माइट बी अवेलेबल एज अ गोलकीपर हु माइट चैलेंज, आई डोंट नो. अच्छा चलो, यहाँ पर चैलेंज हो रहा है पिच पर, एक फ्री किक मिला है शायद लिवरपूल को. चलो कोई नहीं. भैया विच टीम यू लाइक मोर और हेट लेस अमंग सिटी एंड लिवरपूल? भाई दोनों ही मैं पसंद नहीं करता, मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा, दोनों ही पसंद नहीं करता. अगेन नथिंग अगेंस्ट दैट बिकॉज आई लव फुटबॉल, दैट्स द बॉटम लाइन. तो मैं तो यार डेफिनेटली मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, स्टडी करता हूँ उनको, काफी प्लेयर्स को अच्छे लगते हैं मुझे. लेकिन जनरली स्पीकिंग मैं रीजन भी बता देता हूँ भाई. लिवरपूल का ऐसा है, और मैं काफी बार बता चुका हूँ, आई एम नॉट ट्राइंग टू सिट ऑन द फेंस सेफ भाई. लेकिन मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ ना, देखो, when I was like a peak fan when I was growing up in my teenage years, ना it was all Liverpool, 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 Liverpool because उस समय हाँ मे बी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड भी, बाय द वे एक फ्री किक हुआ लेकिन कुछ हुआ नहीं उसका. चलो मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, हाँ मोर देवर टाइटल चैलेंजर हमारे लिए, लेकिन लिवरपूल का ऑफ फील्ड काफी राइवलरी शुरू हो गई थी. स्पेशली एक था वो 20 million dollar गेम जहां पर इट काइंड ऑफ डिटरमाइन हु वी गॉट एज अ न्यू ओनर विच रोमन अब्रोविच, ठीक है, और वी गॉट इनटू चैंपियंस लीग. Zola making Carragher smell the grass couple of times. Then we had the Carling Cup, the first cup under Mourinho जो हमने जीता था, उस मैच में भी ड्रामा था. देन लेटर ऑन चैंपियंस लीग गेम, इतने सारे गेम्स थे बिटवीन लिवरपूल एंड चेल्सी, गोस्ट गोल, बेनिटेज और मोरिनो की के वाइव्स लड़ लिए थे, सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. सो there was a lot going on between Liverpool and Chelsea, generally speaking. Even in the modern era, बोलोगे Klopp and Lampard had that thing, going of the pitch in lockdown era. तो मतलब I always feel that 2012 FA Cup final, for example, जहां हमारा घोस्ट गोल था early mid 2000s में, that happened to Liverpool in 2012 FA Cup final. तो kind of, not really, लेकिन kind of. तो मतलब there is some animosity दोनों साइड में. तो मैं बोलूंगा लिवरपूल डेफिनेटली थोड़ा सा ज्यादा है, लेकिन सिटी का भी है. बिकॉज सिटी, मेरा लॉजिक ये है भाई, आई डोंट लाइक एनी क्लब काइंड ऑफ डोमिनेटिंग फुटबॉल एज मच एज दे आर वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फुटबॉलिंग टीम्स अंडर पेप. लेकिन मुझे मतलब इतना टिकी टाका फुटबॉल एक्सेट्रा मुझे पसंद नहीं है, जस्ट द वे दे प्ले, और वो डोमिनेट करती है द गेम प्ले जो है. तो सिटी के गेम्स मुझे देखना इतना पसंद नहीं है कंपेयर टू बेसिकली मे बी अ चेल्सी, लिवरपूल, और मे बी even a Manchester United, because ज्यादा ड्रामा मिलता है दूसरे के अंदर, put it that way. It's kind of more even. यहाँ पर you have to wait for that few couple of moments. लेकिन हाँ, लिवरपूल मैन सिटी, it gives you a proper tie. तो मैं वो तो नहीं बोलूंगा. तो as a game I am liking, I like this fixture definitely. लेकिन हाँ, दोनों ही teams I have some kind of dislike बोलूंगे at most. ग्रिलिश, हाँ मैंने तो बता दिया देर इन ऑलरेडी. आई थिंक ग्रिलिश का होने वाला है, एंड फॉर मी I've said it already, लेकिन just to repeat, City are going to be champions of England in my opinion yet again. And let's see यार इसमें क्या होता है इस मैच में. लेकिन generally I feel that City का जो quality है ना in depth, हाँ इतनी बड़ी squad नहीं है, they don't have maybe an extra left back, आप बोल सकते हो आज के दिन में. लेकिन apart from that they have all bases covered, और ग्रिलिश को वही प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए यार टू काइंड ऑफ डू वेल, स्पेशली जब लेफ्ट विंग में आपके स्टर्लिंग नहीं है इस बार ना. तो होपफुली फॉर हिज सेक he'll get more starting kind of appearances. तो ग्रिलिश डेफिनेटली मैं बोलूंगा यार, it's going to be one of those seasons. Not the Aston Villa वाला ग्रिलिश, but I think he'll do much better. ओडेगार्ड टू लीड, यस मैंने देखा यार, मैंने ये पढ़ा है जस्ट स्ट्रीम के पहले, आई जस्ट रेड दिस न्यूज. आई एम वेरी सरप्राइज्ड, आई डोंट नो आप क्या बोलोगे. आई एम वेरी सरप्राइज्ड विद दिस, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. आई वाजंट एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस. बाय द वे देयर आर पीपल आउट देयर, भाई जो भी देख रहा है सब लोग लाइक ठोक दीजिए, डेफिनेटली हेल्प्स. और हम बात कर सकते हैं अबाउट एनी स्पोर्ट हियर. ऑफ कोर्स हम वॉच अलोंग कर रहे हैं, लेकिन until the panel comes we can talk about what's going on. It's Almighty Sport Plus, और इसलिए मैं वॉच अलोंग ज्यादा इस सीजन में इस चैनल पे करने वाला हूँ. सो अगेन do hit that bell notification icon people, certainly helps. और लाइक तो डेफिनेटली दबाइए. ओडेगार्ड वेरी सरप्राइज यार, इन माय ओपिनियन. मतलब जस्ट द सेकंड सीजन विद आर्सेनल, नो वे मैन, कम ऑन, ये कैसे हो गया. What happened to your old channel? अक्षत सिंह, कुछ नहीं हुआ यार, डराइए मत. कुछ नहीं हुआ. 2 चैनल से आप बहुत दिन बाद आ रहे हो लग रहा है अक्षत सिंह, लेकिन बिग अप यार, थैंक्स आने के लिए. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है. ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी है, तो ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी इज वेरी मच देयर. You can definitely subscribe to that. It is always tagged in the description below both channels. So please, make a point to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon on both the channels. It's definitely there. So Almighty Blues FC may it'll be 100% football. यहाँ पे it'll be football, a little bit of cricket, and maybe a little bit of maybe in the future Olympics and things like that. That's what the plan is. और यहाँ पर when it comes to football, ज़्यादा watch alongs. We'll do a little bit more, international football with World Cup coming in. वो है definitely T20 World Cup भी है तो काफी content planned है यार. And do not forget to check our playlist on both the channels क्योंकि यार pretty sure you will not be disappointed. अगर हो भी तो give us feedback Akshat. Memphis Depay to score in World Cup final. Who says no? नहीं यार, सच में बोलो तो नहीं होने वाला. I hope I'm proven wrong, but मुझे नहीं लगता होने वाला है. Should Ter Stegen be the first choice goalkeeper for Germany instead of Neuer in World Cup? No, I don't think so. Ter Stegen, as much as he's come back to form, the beginning part of last season he was criticized a lot. Remember, so we are short-lived as football fans here. मतलब he's not exactly in the best kind of forms as well. So मैं बोलूँगा Ter Stegen no, absolutely no. Anyway, PEP rates आके very highly. हाँ, मतलब आपको अगर basically player को खुश रखना तो बोलना पड़ेगा. The fact is pretty sure he cannot rate Ake more than, or he does not rate Ake more than a Laporte. I'm pretty sure on that. लेकिन हाँ, he rates him. That's for sure. He has improved. काफी improve किया है भाई. अरे what a tackle. I think that was a 50-50 tackle between Thiago and Kevin De Bruyne. लेकिन then City losing the possession and then again gaining the possession was, I think if I'm not wrong, Bernardo Silva नहीं है. हाँ, Bernardo Silva यार भाई. Bernardo Silva. See, this is one thing जो miss करेंगे यार. और Ruben Dias है. मैं ना चश्मा लगा देता हूँ थोड़ा. I don't know. Anyway, बर्थडे है तो अब आप लोग चश्मा लगा के और भी बूढ़े लग रहे हो. I don't know. Not that बोलते हो, but I got a basically compliment yesterday that I look like Hrithik. I just got that. कौन सा Hrithik? I hope Hrithik Roshan. But anyway, and yes, I know Manav is not there today. He tells me that I look like what is that? Javed? No, sorry. He tells me I look like Kaka, and a lot of people said Javed Jafri. So there's something. Is cooking there. I think at Real Madrid, the one who spends the most time at club, not necessarily appearances, is the first choice for captaincy, and I prefer that maybe. Sehaj, Chelsea में भी same चीज under Tuchel. आप देखिए under Tuchel, अरे गोल होने वाला है. बचा लिया यार. Adrian got a very crucial touch. That was a cross from the right hand side, and in the box थे भाई Firmino to kind of tap it in with the head. लेकिन नहीं हुआ. भाई लिवरपूल आर लुकिंग शार्पर. मतलब जब लिवरपूल लग रही है ना चांसेस क्रिएट करने वाली तो दे आर लाइक लुकिंग मोर लीथल. लुइस डियाज एंड साला लुकिंग शार्प. वही है 5वां मैच है सीजन का वर्सेस सिटी का 3रा मैच है प्री सीजन का. तो दैट माइट बी रीजन. ओके, डबल टच था शायद मेरे ख्याल से. डियाज ने भी टच किया था. देखते. हाँ यार, डियाज ने टच किया, टोपो किया, एंड एड्रियन डिड वेल यार. टू sorry, Adrian का बोल रहा यार मैं. Edison did well to kind of put it away. Okay, also leader doesn't really need a captaincy ban, I guess, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, मतलब वही है. Coming back to Chelsea, मैं वही बता रहा था ना. देखो आप आज के दिन में कैप्टन है Azpilicueta. He's the longest serving in Chelsea right now. ठीक है. And vice captain, if I'm not wrong, is N'Golo Kante. हाँ, as per reports, Thiago Silva might be becoming the vice captain. Time will tell. लेकिन अभी तो I think technically कांटे ही है. And then the third choice captain है vice captain Jorginho. Third choice captain है कांटे. So हाँ, Jorginho because he really brings the leadership element. उनको बनाया गया था vice captain. लेकिन next उसके बाद में the appearance thing comes in picture. कांटे है. After कांटे, I think if I'm not wrong, आज के pre-season match में Kovacic थे. Mason Mount. So I think these are the next captains and Thiago Silva. So these are the ones जो basically have been there for more than a couple of seasons at least. यहाँ पर एक अच्छा डायगोनल बॉल भाई ट्रेंट का लेफ्ट फुटर टू फर्मिनो. और यहाँ पर थियागो ने पास कर दिया, वापस से स्विच प्ले किया है साला को. साला लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड गोल हो गया भाई. साला विद लेफ्ट फुटर लुक लाइक वो करने वाले कर्लर शॉट, लेकिन यहाँ पे गोल हुआ ट्रेंट का बिकॉज ही लेड ऑन Trent Alexander-Arnold. Or what a start for Trent. Is he the best right back in the country? Is he the best guy जो लेते हैं long shots, curlers from that position in the country? आप बोलिए in the chat. Man, Trent again yet having a great start to the season looks like. Again, what a goal. And yes, I know chat में couple of people did not want Liverpool to win. लेकिन it looks like Liverpool are far more sharper, क्रिएटिंग ज्यादा लीथल चांसेस, और अच्छा स्विच हुआ यार ट्रेंट से फिर्मिनो को, फिर्मिनो से तियागो ने दिया साला को ऑन द फ्लैंक अगेन, एंड फिर प्लेन किया भाई ट्रेंट को, ट्रेंट ने किया एक कलर शॉट और हिट द पोस्ट एंड केम इनसाइड यार, मतलब इट वाज गुड प्ले, मतलब एक स्विच ऑफ प्ले था ना, आके गॉट अ टच बाय द वे, हेडर, लेकिन नॉट गुड इनफ, इट इज डेफिनेटली नॉट एन ओन गोल, इट इज अ ट्रेंट गोल फॉर श्योर. Okay, I remember school cricket में I was a captain for a couple of games, but सब पुराने कैप्टन की बहुत सुन रहे थे. That's a good one. That's a good one. France is so overpowered this World Cup, especially in the midfield with the likes of Kante and Kuku, Pogba, Chouameni, Kamara. That's good enough. भाई मोहम्मद किधर है यार? मोहम्मद भूल गए क्या आना था उनको? क्या हो गया मोहम्मद को? I don't know what happened. Let's see if he has messaged me. Because I've tagged him everywhere. भाई ट्विटर पर भी रीट्वीट कर दीजिए यार सब लोग, मैंने ट्वीट किया है ऑन ट्विटर भी, हो सके तो प्लीज रीट्वीट एंड लाइक माय कम्युनिटी पोस्ट एज वेल एज इंस्टाग्राम पोस्ट एज वेल. लेट मी सी इफ मोहम्मद हैज मैसेज्ड मी समथिंग, क्योंकि मोहम्मद इज डेफिनेटली सपोज्ड टू कम, और यहाँ पर लिवरपूल आर लीडिंग. पीपल, डू यू थिंक हाई स्कोरिंग अफेयर होगा? क्या लग रहा है? अभी भी टेक्निकली प्री सीजन है, देयर विल बी कपल ऑफ मिस्टेक्स श्योरली, राइट? लेकिन हाँ, इट इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक द लास्ट प्री सीजन गेम. नहीं, आई थिंक लिवरपूल का इसके बाद भी एक और प्री सीजन गेम है. करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, एनी लिवरपूल फैंस इन द हाउस अगर है तो. ऑफेंसिव कंट्रीब्यूशन कंसीडर, ही इज डेफिनेटली अप देयर. दैट्स ट्रेंट सहज बोल रहे इनफैक्ट. लेकिन भाई मैं देख रहा हूँ कहाँ है यार मोहम्मद, पता नहीं कहाँ है. मैंने तो लिंक भेजा यार उन्हें, होपफुली आ जाए. बट यार he is a good content creator, definitely. I've been in touch with him and this team from a long time now. लेकिन check out his channel, it's tagged in the description. So is Michael तो हाफ टाइम में आने वाले, जहां तक मुझे याद है. ठीक है, तो भाई सब लोग ये बताइए अभी नेक्स्ट स्कोरर कौन होगा? Who will be the next scorer on this match? अरे हो गया, और नहीं बच गया यार. केविन डे ब्रुयने रेडी थे इन द बॉक्स, और नहीं हालैंड रेडी थे, सॉरी हालैंड रेडी थे इन द बॉक्स, केविन डे ब्रुयने सप्लाइड, लेकिन कोई नहीं. Okay, Luis Diaz getting the ball on the left hand side. Yeah, he's a treat to watch, यार Luis Diaz, I must say. लेकिन नहीं, his pass proved to be little short to Firmino and that wasn't on. लेकिन कोई नहीं. People, यहाँ पर बारिश हो रही है भयंकर, भयंकर बारिश हो रही है यहाँ पे बैंगलोर में. तो यार होपफुली बना रहे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, बट हाँ बैकअप है अपना, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. लेकिन व्हाट इज योर रिएक्शन टू हालैंड इन दिस मैच? It's a big game, remember. It's one of the, as in probably the start of the big games to come for City. लेकिन हाँ, it's a big game for sure. अरे केविन डे ब्रुयने has a chance, लेकिन नहीं. I think that was a miss. That was a miss आप बोलोगे, बहुत narrow था, but it was definitely very very, you know, as in possible कि वो knowing केविन डे ब्रुयने score कर सकते थे. Again, Mahrez played in De Bruyne, लेकिन हाँ De Bruyne hit it wide. आदरी इन द हाउस भाई, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग ऑन. टाइम स्टैम्प बताना जरा, मेरा है 24:30 अभी, 24:31, 32 पूरा अभी. ठीक है, केडीबी विल स्कोर फॉर जाबिर बोल रहे हो. ओके जाबिर, थैंक्स फॉर कमिंग ऑन भाई. जो भी ज्वाइन किया अगेन, डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब. और यस, टुडे इज माय बर्थडे, सो यू नो इन केस यू फील दैट बेसिकली वी डिजर्व मोर, यू कैन ऑलवेज, यू नो, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब एंड, यू नो, सपोर्ट अस इवन मोर. एब्सोल्युटली. लेकिन थैंक्स फॉर बीइंग देयर. कब शुरू होगा? क्या कब शुरू होगा भाई? शाम. बाय द वे, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. मैच शुरू हो गया ऑलरेडी, मैच हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. आई डोंट नो कौन सा कुछ और के लिए वेट कर रहे हो कि क्या वेट कर रहे हो आप बोलिए. ये मैच शुरू हो गया 25 मिनट्स इन. लिवरपूल आर 1, मैन सिटी आर 0. तो इट्स कम्युनिटी शील्ड 2022 हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड पीपल. And again, do not forget to like, share, subscribe. Means a lot if you can. Okay, 130 minute पीछे हूँ. अरे भाई साहब. Who should be goalkeeper for Brazil in this World Cup? Alisson or Edison? Edison. They both are regarded. Okay, you know what? I think Alisson rahega. Alisson is more like a well-rounded goalkeeper in my opinion. Edison has one of certain aspect में Edison is better than Alisson. लेकिन when it comes to the, you know, all-round game, I prefer Alisson. Alisson in my opinion is a slightly better shot stopper. हाँ मे बी आप बोलोगे इन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एडिसन इज बेटर इन टर्म्स ऑफ, यू नो, जो असिस्ट लेते हैं एडिसन. लेकिन माय ओपिनियन एलिसन इज स्लाइटली जस्ट बेटर यार ओवरऑल, सच में बोलूं तो. अरे बिग अप भाई अभिषेक, कैसे हो? नाइस टू ऑलवेज सी यू. एंड अगेन पीपल, मेंबर ऑफ ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी, इनफैक्ट एक ऑलमाइटी कोच है अपने, तो थैंक्स यार अभिषेक, ऑलवेज टू सपोर्ट द चैनल. एंड अगेन Get in your predictions. Abhi 1-0 है already, Liverpool Man City. So everyone who's joined late, get in your predictions. And again, do not forget to like the stream. अरे thank you Jabir, thank you, thanks a lot. कितने साल का हुआ? यार अभी 18 था ना, तो 19 का हो गया. 19 साल का हो गया, लेकिन कोई नहीं यार. Definitely I have matured over the course of 1 year. Especially ये साल जो रहा है ना, मतलब काफी चीज सीखने को मिली यार with YouTube, especially being with you all. So thank you. Hopefully the next year is even better. It's even better, and of course with all your help, because I always consider you guys as a family. And like I say, it's a fan channel for all to see. दोनों ही channels में बोलता हूँ, and I really mean it. I really mean it. So thanks a lot for just being there यार अभी के लिए. लेकिन again सिटी को टैक्टिक्स को बदलना है, आई डोंट थिंक सो. इट्स जस्ट 1-0. इट्स जस्ट प्री सीजन, टेक्निकली लास्ट गेम उनका प्री सीजन का. लेकिन आई थिंक काइल वॉकर कैन बी मेकिंग मोर रन्स ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, क्योंकि मारेज जो है ना, वो टिपिकल मारेज रन्स दिखे नहीं अपने, तो मे बी काइल वॉकर कैन सपोर्ट हिम अ लिटिल बिट मोर. अभी देखो मारेज को बॉल मिला, हालैंड को दिए, लेकिन वो ये ना मैं बोल रहा था, मारेज और हालैंड का जो ट्यूनिंग होने वाला है, इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है. दैट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. अब आई थिंक इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, हालैंड वाज प्रोबब्ली ट्राइंग फॉर अ 1-2, लेकिन मारेज समझे नहीं वो. और वही होता है ना, थर्ड प्री सीजन गेम है, इट टेक सम टाइम फॉर देम टू रियली जेल. Why matches at King Power instead of Wembley? I think there is the fact that they are current holders of the Community Shield. That is Leicester. Unless I'm wrong, किसी को पता है तो बोल दीजिए यार. I think it's definitely Leicester जो जीती थी. एंड मुझे याद है इहेनाचो स्कोर किए थे लास्ट ईयर के कम्युनिटी शील्ड में, तो दैट आई रिमेंबर वेरी वेल फॉर लेस्टर. The most good looking 19-year-old ever existed. Oh my god. अरे भाई, I'll take it as a compliment. भाई अल्वारेज ऑन द बेंच, दे आर मतलब हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं. अब देखते हैं अल्वारेज को कितने स्टार्ट मिलते हैं. विद मारेज, फोर्डन, ग्रिलिश, हालैंड, केविन डी ब्रुयना, सिल्वा, I don't think अल्वारेज को इतने स्टार्ट्स मिलेंगे, बट definitely knowing Pep, he rotates really well. Not happy saying this. Danish, bigger bite. Thanks for joining us always. But Liverpool looking better than City. City again bottling championship matches. It's not a championship match, यार. Come on, भाई. मतलब it's technically a cup है. भाई charity shield बोलते थे इसको. Community shield तो नाम दे दिया, so that it looks, बाकी countries में super cup बोलते हैं, and it's really rated. लेकिन in England it's never been. It's more of a charity shield. हाँ, लेकिन अगर मिल जाता है ना shield, वो जीत जाते तो ब्रैगिंग राइट्स और कॉन्फिडेंस मोमेंटम तो देता ही है, और कुछ नहीं देता, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. आई डोंट थिंक आई रीड टू मच. लेकिन वो ये लिवरपूल मैन सिटी का राइवलरी जो चल रहा है ना लास्ट 5 सालों से, वो कंसिडर करते हुए मैं देखता हूँ कि यार इट्स एन इंपॉर्टेंट गेम, डिस्पाइट इट बीइंग ओनली थर्ड प्री सीजन मैच फॉर मैन सिटी एंड फिफ्थ फॉर लिवरपूल बाय द वे. ओके, हैप्पी बर्थडे, थैंक यू यार. कल की स्ट्रीम पे बोला था, बट अगेन हैप्पी. हाँ यार, अभी तक हैप्पी बर्थडे ही है. तो इट्स नॉट ओवर येट, बट थैंक यू यार, डेफिनेटली. Much love as well, Adri. Mahrez, Haaland, De Bruyne nowhere to be seen. हाँ, De Bruyne फिर भी यार अच्छा किए. De Bruyne has been making his typical runs. लेकिन हाँ, Mahrez and Haaland, I don't see them. In fact, Haaland तो काफी स्लो लग रहे हैं मुझे. मतलब हो सकता है नर्वस एनर्जी थोड़ी होगी, क्योंकि फर्स्ट काइंड ऑफ प्रॉपर मीडिया के सामने मैच है ना इन इंग्लैंड, तो हो सकता है दैट माइट बी द रीजन. बट मारेज और हालैंड की बीच में ट्यूनिंग में थोड़ी गड़बड़ लग रही है, क्योंकि 2-3 बार ट्राई हो ना. अरे भाई, मेरा टीवी चल गया भाई, यहाँ बारिश हो रही है बहुत भयंकर का, तो टीवी चल गया. आप लोग बता दीजिए अगर देख रहे तो क्या होने वाला है, क्योंकि यार टाटा प्ले आता नहीं है जब टीवी चल जाती है, और ये प्रॉब्लम है. मेरा ऑनलाइन भी सोनी लिव का सब्सक्रिप्शन है नहीं, तो होपफुली बारिश थोड़ी कम हो जाए. यहाँ पर मैं स्क्रीन पे डाल ही देता हूँ जो हो रहा है, तो सो दैट आई एम अवेयर क्या होने वाला है. यहाँ पर एक सेकेंड, लेट मी पुट वन ऑफ दोज footmob.com वाला. अरे गेम प्ले नहीं आ रहा क्या इसमें? अरे नहीं आ रहा शायद. चलो कोई नहीं, लगा के रखते हैं क्या, आई डोंट नो. चलो मैं देखता हूँ. एनीवे, अगर कुछ होता है तो बता देना यार. होपफुली बारिश रुक जाएगी यहाँ पर. लेकिन हाँ, हम मीनवाइल वी कैन टॉक अ लॉट ऑफ टॉपिक्स ऑलरेडी रहते हैं यार, इतने सारे. विमेन यूरोज एट वेम्बली, सो आई थिंक okay, fair enough. CFC Blues, thanks for letting us know यार. अगेन द रीजन बीइंग, आज मैं इतना ज्यादा पढ़ा नहीं हूँ लाइक यूजुअल जो आपको मिलता है एनसाइक्लोपीडिया, बिकॉज यार आज मेरा बर्थडे तो मैं बाहर था. बट थैंक यू CFC Blues, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई लव द चैट यार. दे ऑलवेज आर देयर टू कवर मी एज वेल. अंकित भाई, डिड यू वॉच आफ्टरनून मैच? हाँ, वो तो मैं मिस नहीं किया. भाई फर्स्ट हाफ अच्छा था. फर्स्ट हाफ वाज रियली गुड. आई लाइक द फर्स्ट हाफ. लेकिन सेकंड हाफ फ्लैट, प्रॉपर फ्लैट. मुझे नींद आ गई थी, लेकिन अगेन आई हैड टू गो आउट, सो आई काइंड ऑफ पिक्ड अप माय सेल्फ एंड वेंट आउट. लेकिन व्हाट, मैं टिपिकली मैं सम अप करूं तो फॉर मी हकीम जियश अगेन मेन क्रिएटर लगे. हकीम जियश इज अ मेन क्रिएटर और ही वाज काइंड ऑफ फ्लैंकिंग दोनों ही फ्लैंक्स में. तो मुझे हकीम जियश लुक्ड रियली स्पार्की एंड ही वाज गुड. और ब्रोया आई वाज अंडरवेल्म. ब्रोया एंड आई वाज अंडरवेल्म. आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग मोर. कोवाचिच बॉलर है भाई, सब लोग जानते हो मैं तो कोवाचिच चाहूं हूं. और वही नहीं, बॉलर है. डिफेंसिवली वी लुक्ड पोरस. इट वाज अगेंस्ट उडिनेजी सेकंड टीम और हम लग रहे थे बहुत पोरस. दैट वाज अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी. हाँ, मालंग सार, आम्पडू और चालोबा तो क्या ही तो एक्सपेक्ट करोगे. चिलवेल, हाँ, यू कैन से इतने फास्ट नहीं लग रहे, इतने नॉर्मल पेसी नहीं लग रहे. लेकिन आई थिंक एक दो बहुत ही अच्छा कटबैक किया था उन्होंने. आई थिंक गैलेगर के लिए, गैलेगर हैड अ शॉट, आई रिमेंबर. उनका गोलकीपर ओडिनेजी का गोलकीपर अच्छा किया था. तो आई थिंक ओवरऑल परफॉर्मेंसेस अच्छे थे. हसन-ओडोई केम ऑन एंड हैड अ स्लाइट इम्पैक्ट इन द अटैकिंग लेफ्ट विंग पोजीशन. लेकिन ओवरऑल मैं बोलूंगा ब्रोया वाज अंडरवेलमिंग पर्सन. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट फर्स्ट हाफ वी टर्नड अप. वो ये प्री सीजन है एंड इट लुक लाइक अ फ्रेंडली, इट लुक लाइक अ फ्रेंडली. लेकिन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे लॉफ्टस चीक मैं बोलूंगा हैड अ वेरी वेरी इंपैक्टफुल मैच. हाँ, आई वुड नॉट रेट हिज परफॉर्मेंस लाइक 9 आउट ऑफ 10. लेकिन द रीजन मैं बोल रहा हूँ इंपैक्टफुल एट राइट विंग बैक, यस, बिकॉज उन्होंने गोल मारा विच वॉज क्रिएटेड बाय कोवाचिच बाय द आई मस्ट से. लेकिन he created that penalty. He got the penalty. It was not Gallagher. It was the foul on Loftus Cheek, which Ziyech scored off. Obviously, it will give mental advantage over other as they are two competing for Premier League. Oh yes, it's more about bragging rights, mental advantage. Just the momentum, and it's also about City getting it right when it comes to Haaland playing up front. ये बहुत ही important factor for City in my opinion. Should I send you a Twitter stream link? भाई मुझे डीएम कर दीजिए हो सके तो. लेट मी अगर आप कर सकते हो डीएम कर दीजिए. आई थिंक आई माइट बी फॉलोइंग सम बट अगेन आई डोंट recommend this. लेकिन हाँ डेफिनेटली आप कर सकते हो तो कर दीजिए डीएम. यू कैन डीएम मी ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी on Twitter. Was City wrong to sell both Jesus and Sterling? Thank you, CFC Blues, by the way. Vinayak, thanks for joining. Was City wrong to sell both Jesus and Sterling? Well, time will tell. Na, jury is out. The jury is out. मैं बोल रहा हूँ. The reason being because I think Alvarez को as much as बहुत मतलब I don't know यार, मतलब I don't know. I didn't know कि इंडिया में और rather in the world also इतने सारे fans existed of Argentine football. मतलब इतने लोग बोल रहे हैं भाई Alvarez is the next Aguero and all that. मतलब I understand. Even I have watched clips. Even I have watched one or two games at best. लेकिन how can you follow week in week out वाला उनका football? I don't know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So people saying that he's a big deal. तो maybe mistake नहीं की. There is a great succession planning जो किया है. But Jesus का he's scoring hat tricks for fun. He scored against Sevilla. Sterling scored a goal. I know it came off him rather than him scoring. लेकिन he performed well. तो you can say those are more proven players. Risk ले रहे City. लेकिन वही है ना, City maybe Pep Guardiola has planned it very well or he knows what he's doing. So I would give him the benefit of doubt. लेकिन टाइम विल टेल. अगर अल्वारेज और हालैंड जेलअप नहीं होते विद से मारेज और फोर्डन वेरी वेल ऑन द पिच तो और ग्रिलिश, तो देयर माइट बी एन इश्यू. तो इसलिए बोल रहा हूं ज्यूरी इज आउट अभी के लिए. I was a later 25. Kennedy was looking good. Kennedy has been Mr. Preseason always. हमेशा अच्छा करता है. वही प्रॉब्लम है उसके. When it comes to the season, he doesn't turn up week in week out. But हाँ, he looked good. I agree with that as well. और Emerson again यार left center back. What is all that about? एक भी मैच नहीं खेला लेफ्ट विंग बैक में एमरसन ने. Something's got to tell there. Huh? डार्विन नूनेज वार्मिंग अप और एमरसन का एक पोस्ट था इंस्टाग्राम में, तो मुझे लग रहा है एमरसन माइट जस्ट स्टे एज अ लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक. मलंग सार हगा उन्होंने हगा आज अच्छा नहीं किया वापस से. तो आई थिंक एमरसन इज बेटर देन मलंग सार एट लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक इन माय ओपिनियन. हाँ, नॉट एट हेडर्स फिजिकल एलिमेंट बट जनरली. डार्विन नूनेज वार्मिंग अप. ओके नाइस. या देखते हैं मुझे कुछ आया है क्या लिंक. ओके भाई मोहम्मद क्या हुआ यार. मोहम्मद भाई, मोहम्मद पहली बार बोला है आ जाइए टाइम से, थोड़ा ऐसा मत करिए. यार इसलिए टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट, मतलब नथिंग अगेंस्ट एनीवन बट विद द पैनल आई डोंट डिपेंड नॉर्मली. मैं तो आकर बताता यार, अपना अपना बताते, लेकिन एवरीवन इज वेलकम यार. आ जाए तो और मजा आएगा. लेकिन हाँ सर्टेनली लेट मी नो. भाई मोहम्मद मैसेज किया आपने. डेफिनेटली हाफ टाइम में ज्वाइन करेंगे माइकल, तो उन्होंने कंफर्म किया था. ओके चलो तो चेक करते हैं यार. आप बोल ही रहे तो यार कोई भी लिंक्स ना, एक मतलब सीएफसी ब्लूज थैंक्स अ लॉट भाई. लेकिन यार कोई भी लिंक्स ना प्लीज, एक रिक्वेस्ट है, हो सके तो प्लीज डू नॉट प्लीज डू नॉट शेयर इट इन द चैट, दैट्स व्हाट मैं बोलूंगा, यू नो, इफ पॉसिबल, दैट्स समथिंग। आप शायद मॉड भी हो, तो एनी लिंक्स आप डेफिनेटली मत करिए, बिकॉज इट गोज अगेंस्ट यूट्यूब पॉलिसी जनरली, ठीक है, तो हम नहीं चाहते वो करे, यू नो, तो लेट्स नॉट पुट एनी लिंक्स। मैं थोड़ा सा ज्यादा सेफ हो रहा हूँ कंपेयर टू अदर चैनल्स में भी, बिकॉज मेरे साथ कुछ हुआ है सब लोग जानते हैं मेरे साथ क्या हुआ था, तो आई एम जस्ट बीइंग अ लिटिल बिट एक्स्ट्रा केयरफुल वहां पर। लेकिन हाँ, थैंक यू अगेन, एंड यस मैं देख रहा हूँ, थैंक यू सीएफसी ब्लूज। एंड तब तक, जब तक मैंने लिंक डाली ना, मैच टीवी पर भी आ गया मेरा वापस से, तो बारिश यहाँ पर थोड़ी सी हल्की होते हुए, दैट्स व्हाई, यू नो, टाटा प्ले बोल दिया यार, आ जा आ जा आ जा। हेलो भैया, रोनाल्डो खेलेगा, व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग, कैसा सीन होगा, अच्छा या बुरा? भाई अच्छा होगा, आई थिंक। रोनाल्डो को अगर बुक करने लगे तो क्या ही बोले यार। आई नो पीएसजी मेसी को बुक किए थे लास्ट सीजन में, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, एक बार सर्जियो रामोस को बुक किए थे, राइट? बट कम ऑन, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, यू नो, रोनाल्डो इज मिस्टर मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, यू नो, मॉडर्न एरा का, तो आई डोंट थिंक यार बुक कर सकते, तो आई थिंक ही विल बी वेलकम्ड। और अगेन थैंक्स यार ज्वाइन करने के लिए पीयूष, ऑलवेज। माय गॉड अंकित भैया, आर्सेनल आर लुकिंग स्कैरी, स्कोरिंग फॉर फन। और बट व्हाट अबाउट द कैप्टन, दैट इज अ शॉकर मैन, व्हाट अ गॉड, हाउ कैन ही बी कैप्टन? वो तो डेफिनेटली शॉकर है मेरे लिए। हालैंड ऑलमोस्ट स्कोर्ड, ओके थैंक्स यार, मैं वो एक सेकंड मिस कर दिया होगा। Kennedy and Moses, yeah. I think even Barkley, yeah, Barkley भी a couple of good preseasons he's had, by the way. Haaland almost scored, yeah. नहीं नहीं, तो सीएफसी ब्लूज, आई डोंट थिंक आपने मेरे बात सुना ना, डेफिनेटली तो कोई भी लिंक मत मत करिए, सिंपल, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल रूल। यू आर अ मॉड, सो आई थिंक इट्स माय ड्यूटी टू आस्क यू, नो, आई लव यू एज वेल, लेकिन आई थिंक let me actually, you know, try and suggest what I want on the channel, you know, let's respect that. Or I just want to be careful, there's nothing wrong with that, because I've read, you know, a lot of policies, so I know that any links sharing is not recommended, is what the thing is. So don't share any links, what I would suggest, because that link, you know, directly leads to something, you know, there can be a lot of things, uh, unless the person themselves whose Twitter link it is, they themselves come and, you know, paste it, तो आप समझिए बात को। टाइम स्टैम्प इज 38:28 मेरा, 38:29:30 अभी है। मॉड कैसे बनते हैं भाई? मॉड हम बना सकते हैं आपको, डेफिनेटली बना सकते हैं भाई। पीयूष भाई, आप तो बहुत रेगुलर हो ऑन दिस चैनल स्पेशली, और आप ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी पर भी आया करिए यार, हो सके तो डेफिनेटली हमारी बात होगी फ्यूचर में, तो वील प्रॉब्ली हैव यू ऑन पैनल एज वेल इन फ्यूचर। लेकिन डेफिनेटली अगर आप कंफर्टेबल हो तो वील, यू नो, लेट मी नो दैट। तो यार मैंने ऐड कर दिया अगेन मॉडरेटर। एक मैं चीज बोलना चाहूंगा अगेन फॉर मॉडरेटर्स स्पेशली, यहाँ पर मारेज ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, द चांस, बट नो, डायरेक्ट टू एड्रियन। यार थोड़ा सा अपना ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी और ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस पे हमारा रूल है, इट्स अ फैन चैनल फॉर ऑल टू सी, तो थोड़ा सा कंपेयर टू मे बी अदर चैनल यहाँ पर लीनियंट होते हैं अपन। तो हम क्या करते हैं, अगर यू फील दैट सम पर्सन इन द चैट इज क्रॉसिंग द लाइन, तो फर्स्ट वी गिव देम अ वार्निंग, वार्निंग देते हैं, मॉडरेटर कैन गिव अ वार्निंग ऑन द कमेंट इटसेल्फ डायरेक्टली टू दैट पर्सन ऐड करके, and then if that person still continues with whatever he or she is doing for the next few minutes, and then you let me know you want to kind of, you know, uh, give them a timeout or not. So that is the second phase. अगर मैं बोलता हूँ प्लीज यस गो अहेड एंड गिव अ टाइम आउट, प्लीज गिव अ टाइम आउट, एंड देन अगर टाइम आउट पर भी आई थिंक ही कम्स बैक और शी कम्स बैक एंड डज द सेम थिंग, देन ब्लॉक करना तो मैं करूंगा खुद यार, तो प्लीज नॉट ब्लॉक, दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट। बढ़िया, थैंक्स फॉर कमिंग ऑन, एंड ऑफ कोर्स अगर आप लाइक्स बढ़ा सकते हो, शेयर कर सको, brilliant यार, always. And again, whenever you're comfortable, you can come on and, you know, kind of, you know, encourage the stream. It's ऐसा कुछ रूल नहीं है, तो again thanks यार, क्योंकि I'm not offering you anything being a mod, so it's I'm just thankful आज के लिए सब mods actually। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल यार, where to watch सुरजीत, it's Sony 10-2 और Sony Live। By the way, thanks for coming on, do not forget to like the stream। Flame boy भी यार, thanks for coming on, do not forget to like। अरे कोई नहीं यार, नाइट बॉट जैसा लग रहा है, ओके, गुड वन। या डेफिनेटली 10-2 सोनी 10-2 और सोनी लिव। अरे हालैंड को चांस मिला भाई और हक दिया उन्होंने। बैड टॉक अबाउट लुकाकू हैविंग अ बैड फर्स्ट टच, हालैंड इज राइट फुट, आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही वाज डूइंग, नॉट कंफर्टेबल। अरे पेनल्टी है, नहीं है, ओ माय गॉड, वाज इट नॉट अ पेनल्टी? मारेज गिर गए हैं इन द डी, आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड। वीआर होगा ना इसमें, तो कम्युनिटी शील्ड में वीआर होगा डेफिनेटली, देखते हैं। नहीं यार, नहीं, वेरी सॉफ्ट, नॉट अ पेनल्टी, इट वाज जस्ट अ कमिंग टुगेदर थियागो एंड मारेस का, यू नो, क्लियर लग रहा है। सिटी आर नॉट लुकिंग एज शार्प बिकॉज थर्ड गेम है प्री सीजन का उनका, एंड अगेन फ्लेम बॉय, सुरजीत, पीयूष भाई, दानिश, जो भी लेट आए भाई, जाबिर, अगर आपने प्रेडिक्ट नहीं किया तो कर लीजिए, इट्स नॉट टू लेट, इट्स स्टिल द फर्स्ट हाफ, 41 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Liverpool 1, Man City 0. It's a Trent goal. I am hoping यार हाई स्कोरिंग हो सेकंड हाफ. यहाँ पे क्या लड़ाई हो रही है यार, कुछ तो लड़ाई हो रही है. I think Cancelo or Trent went for a ball, high foot था as per Jurgen Klopp. लेकिन come on यार, ball was there to be won. Don't you think so? Jurgen Klopp is not happy at all with Cancelo, number 7. Oh, who are you supporting? I'm supporting City. Hate one less than other. You know what? मैं चाहता हूँ कि बस it doesn't go to penalties यार. Because Liverpool have been very lucky in penalties. Luck नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन हाँ, just saying. सपोर्टिंग मतलब सच में मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, आई एम अ प्रॉपर ऑपोजिशन फैन यार, सच में बोलता हूँ दानिश. हाँ, डेफिनेटली आई लव द फैंस ऑफ सिटी एंड लिवरपूल जो आते हैं चैनल पे, बिकॉज हम दोस्त बन गए यार. दैट इज समथिंग दैट दे सपोर्ट, एंड ऑफ कोर्स हम फुटबॉल वी काइंड ऑफ स्पीक, एंड दैट्स द बेस्ट थिंग, राइट? एंड आई एम ऑलवेज फॉर इट. लेकिन व्हेन इट कम्स टू द क्लब्स जो परफॉर्मिंग, भाई आई वुड नेवर लाइक द फैक्ट दैट ईदर ऑफ देम विन. सच में बोलता हूँ, पॉसिबल नहीं है, आई नो बेवकूफी वाली बात कर रहा हूँ, बट आई एम दैट काइंड ऑफ अ फैन. बट हाँ, मैच को एंजॉय करिए, दैट इज समथिंग. यार सोनी 10-2 में टेबल टेनिस नहीं यार, मुझे चल रहा था, अभी आ रहा है यार सोनी 10-2 में, डेफिनेटली आ रहा है. मैं तो सोनी 10-2 में ही देख रहा हूँ. आप सोनी 10-1 में देख रहे होंगे सुरजीत, देखते हैं आप कौन सा चैनल देख रहे हैं. आप शायद ऑनलाइन देख रहे हो क्या, या सोनी 10 आप एचडी देख रहे होंगे. मैं एचडी नहीं, एसडी स्टैंडर्ड डेफिनेशन देख रहा हूँ, वो हो सकता है मे बी. 3 to win एक्स्ट्रा टाइम, ओके इंटरेस्टिंग. तो मतलब आप बोल रहे लिवरपूल टू विन, दानिश. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैन गोइंग फॉर लिवरपूल विक्ट्री, इंटरेस्टिंग. बट यार मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैंस का इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, व्हेन इट कम्स टू मैन सिटी एंड लिवरपूल. मैड्रिड लुकिंग फॉर चेल्सी यंग स्ट्राइकर इन अपडेट. हाँ वही यार, ब्रोया में अपडेट दे आर इंटरेस्टेड. लेकिन आज का अगर परफॉर्मेंस देखा ना मैड्रिड स्काउट्स ने, दे विल से नो यार, गलती हो गई. वहां पर हो सकता है आप बोलोगे ब्रोया का परफॉर्मेंस ऐसा था बिकॉज ब्रोयास कैंप वांट ब्रोया टू मूव. लेकिन लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट यार, आई थिंक ही स्टार्टेड फॉर चेल्सी आफ्टर लॉन्ग टाइम यार. लास्ट प्री सीजन में शुरू किए थे जहां तक मुझे याद है. बोर्नमथ के साथ अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था लास्ट प्री सीजन में, मुझे एकदम याद है वो. इट वाज लाइक ऑलमोस्ट यस्टरडे, हमने कवर किया था वो मैच भी ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी. बट या डेफिनेटली यार मैड्रिड, ब्रोया आई डोंट सी यार होने वाला है. मतलब ब्रोया ही विल गेट फार मोर चांसेस इन चेल्सी इवन देन मैड्रिड, वो सच्चाई लग रही मुझे. अगर मिलान वर्सेस सिटी होगा, किसको सपोर्ट करोगे यार? मैं आई एम अ चेल्सी फैन, सो मिलान वर्सेस चेल्सी इज व्हाट आई थिंक यू मीन. यार मुझे देखो 100% मैं बोलता हूँ चेल्सी सपोर्ट करूंगा विदाउट अ शैडो ऑफ अ डाउट. चेल्सी से तो मुझे मतलब बिल्कुल, मतलब इट इज लाइक माय क्लब. मिलान में आई हैव अ सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर, दैट्स द डिफरेंस. बिकॉज मैंने काफी देखा है मिलान का फुटबॉल, बिकॉज सेरिया काफी आता था उसमें. नॉट जस्ट दैट, काका और शेफ्चेंको का फैन था. तो मिलान में इट वाज मोर लाइक द प्लेयर्स का फैंस था, काफू का फैन था, वैसा था. बट चेल्सी में इट हैज बीन थ्रू एंड थ्रू यार, ऑलवेज. पेनल्टीज, रिमेंबर एलिसन इजंट देयर. ओके, सो बेसिकली एडिसन विंस इट. ओके, सिटी विनिंग इट. ओके, दानिश बोल रहे इंटरेस्टिंग. एंड यस पीपल, मल्टीपल पीपल वाचिंग यार, आप लोग सब लाइक कर दीजिए. और ट्रांसफर स्टोरीज क्या है भाई? बर्नार्डो सिल्वा भाई, व्हाट अबाउट लपोर्टा? डू यू थिंक लपोर्टा जो बोल रहे हैं अबाउट मेसी, इज इट फॉर रियल? जावी ने भी बोला है, ही वाज एक्चुअली आस्क्ड दैट यार अगर आप पूछ रहे हो वेदर आई वांट मेसी बैक, ऑब्वियसली कोई मना तो नहीं करेगा. आई रियली वांट, दैट वुड बी अ ड्रीम. लपोर्टा भी सेम चीज बोल रहे हैं यार, ही डिजर्व्स इट एटसेट्रा. बट व्हाट अबाउट दैट यार, उन्होंने बोला कि फ्रेंकी वी डिडंट इवन ऑफर हिम टू चेल्सी. तो दैट्स वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. और लग रहा है यार बहुत ही मतलब श्रूडली वो मना कर रहे हैं फ्रेंकी का. बाकी ट्रांसफर्स आई रियली फील दैट बार्सिलोना हैव डन फैंटास्टिक. फ्रेंकी का सिचुएशन आई डोंट थिंक दे हैव हैंडल्ड वेरी वेल. लेकिन आज जो ये दिया ना स्टेटमेंट, क्या इट्स अबाउट द सैलरी कैप जनरली इन द स्क्वाड. तो वैसे तो फ्रेंकी को खाली क्यों टारगेट कर रहे हैं वो पता नहीं मुझे. एंड या बर्नार्डो सिल्वा, आई थिंक, सॉरी लपोर्टा नहीं, जेरार्ड रोमेरो ने बोला है कि विद एवरी पासिंग डे मुझे लगता है कि यार बर्नार्डो सिल्वा का जो केस है इट इज बिकमिंग हॉटर एंड हॉटर. आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही मींस बाय दैट. आई स्टिल फील दैट बर्नार्डो सिल्वा नहीं जाने वाले यार सिटी छोड़कर. द फैक्ट दैट आज भी शुरू करे, देखिए बारसा तो चेल्सी होना चाहिए नॉकआउट यूसीएल मैच, मजा आएगा. एंड एसपी स्कोरिंग हेडर फॉर चेल्सी. अरे भाई साहब, एसपी स्कोर कर दे तो यार बढ़िया रहेगा. लेकिन यार मैच होना भी देखते हैं यार, टाइम विल टेल. लेकिन आई अग्री, मतलब इवन समवन हु सेज इट्स अ फैन चैनल फॉर ऑल टू सी एंड ऑल दैट, भाई बारसा को बीट करनी है यार इस यू नो सीजन में, हो सके तो बीट करना है. लाइक आई वाज सेइंग द सेम थिंग अबाउट लिवरपूल लास्ट सीजन, रिमेंबर भाई, साला विद अ नाइस क्रॉस, लेकिन नहीं कर लिए कैश एडिसन. ये फाइनल स्कोर है, लिवरपूल जीतेगा 1-0 से ज्यादा स्कोर नहीं बढ़ेगा. अरे नहीं यार, आई होप उसको गोल हो यार, थोड़ा मजा आएगा, रोमांचक हो जाएगा मैच. अंकित भाई क्या लगता है, एस्पिलिकुएटा बारसा जाएगा और चेल्सी रुकेगा? आई थिंक द वे थिंग्स आर गोइंग, आज जो देखा ना प्री सीजन सेकंड गेम अगेंस्ट उडिनेजी, यार सेकंड 11 का जो डिफेंस है ना, काफी रद्दी है, काफी रद्दी है. मलंग सार इज नॉट अप टू द मार्क. एमरसन इज ओनली बेटर देन हिम एट लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक, और ही प्रीमियर लीग लेवल पे ही इज नॉट अ लेफ्ट सेंटर बैक एमरसन. तो चालोबा पता नहीं यार, इस बार काफी मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हैं कंपेयर टू लास्ट प्री सीजन. भाई हाफ टाइम हो गया है, तो मुझे लगता है भाई एस्पिलिक्वेटा रहने चाहिए चेल्सी में. मैंने इसके बारे में वीडियो भी निकाली है, प्लीज चेक करिएगा ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी. आई थिंक यस्टरडे, कल सुबह निकाली थी. चलो यार, ट्रेंट विद अ गोल 1-0 एट हाफ टाइम. क्या लग रहा है, व्हाट वाज द बिगेस्ट फैक्टर फॉर लिवरपूल टू डोमिनेट और अदर क्रिएट ज्यादा चांसेस? आपके हिसाब से क्या था डिफरेंस मेकर? मतलब आई नो यू कैन आर्ग्यू दैट यू नो डेफिनेटली you will have a lot of options when it comes to लिवरपूल अटैक, लेकिन सिटी के पास इतने ऑप्शन है. प्रॉब्लम है सिटी हैज नॉट जेल्ड वेरी वेल. इट वाज अ क्लियर थिंग फॉर मी, अगेन अगेन आई एम सेइंग, लेकिन फैक्ट वही है, प्री सीजन में इज अ थर्ड गेम फॉर सिटी. और याद रखिए, दे डोंट हैव यू नो दैट काइंड ऑफ एज एन बैक लाइन और फॉरवर्ड लाइन जो खेले वीक इन वीक आउट compared to maybe a Liverpool. Matip, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk or Robertson literally are the first team of four center backs. Aki is probably not up, you can argue, right? तो मे बी वहां पर building from back has not happened enough. Bernardo Silva थोड़ा सा लग रहा था, is his mind still in Barcelona? I don't know. Kevin De Bruyne did pretty well compared to others, लेकिन Mahrez, Grealish और Haaland have not done enough in my opinion. Last final third में problem हो रही है. लिवरपूल का डेफिनेटली आई थिंक स्विच ऑफ प्ले जो हुआ है ब्रिलियंट हुआ है. आई थिंक विंग प्ले डियाज और सालास तो हम एक्सपेक्ट ही कर रहे हैं. फिर्मिनो हैड एन अर्ली चांस, लेकिन आई थिंक एडिसन हैज डन वेल एज वेल ओवरऑल. थियागो आल्सो काइंड ऑफ यू नो पुटिंग इन वो टैकल्स डाल रहे हैं प्रॉपर. फेबिनो की पासिंग काफी अच्छी हो रही है. बट ट्रेंट यार जो गोल मारा, काफी अच्छा गोल मारा, और वही नहीं स्विच ऑफ प्ले उससे उनसे शुरू हो रहा है, तो ट्रेंट को देना चाहूंगा मैं. अभी तक मैन ऑफ द मैच आप बोलिए, अभी तक मैन ऑफ द मैच कौन है? For me, it has to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. Okay, City have been sloppy. बिल्कुल लग रहा है भाई प्री सीजन मोड में है. ओके, बारसा प्लेइंग रियल लाइफ मैनेजर मोड. लेकिन उन्होंने ये भी बोला है ना, नथिंग अगेंस्ट चेल्सी यार, वी आर जस्ट गोइंग फॉर द बिग प्लेयर्स, क्योंकि यार वी वांट द बेस्ट प्लेयर्स और दे आल्सो गोइंग फॉर द बेस्ट प्लेयर्स. आई डोंट नो, इट्स इजी टू से, लेकिन इतना भी सिंपल नहीं लग रहा है ना. अगर इस सीजन भी सिटी यूसीएल नहीं ले पाए तो फाइनली फेलियर फॉर पेप, क्योंकि इससे ज्यादा क्या ही लाएंगे. अरे नहीं यार उत्कर्ष, आई डिसएग्री एज मच एज आई रेस्पेक्ट योर ओपिनियन. हाँ, दे हैव नॉट बीन द बेस्ट, वो भी नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन फेलियर आई डोंट थिंक सो. भाई पेप हैज क्रिएटेड जो फुटबॉल इन इंग्लैंड व्हिच हैज नॉट बीन एग्जिस्टेड. ठीक है, मे बी आफ्टर आर्सेन वेंगर आया नहीं उसका वो दैट काइंड ऑफ फुटबॉल नेक्स्ट लेवल. हाँ, आई एम सेइंग दैट, यू हर्ड दैट राइट, डिस्पाइट बीइंग अ चेल्सी फैन. लेकिन यू नो व्हाट, पेप का मेन चीज ये होगा कि यार वेयर इज सिटी हेडिंग मे बी 2-3-4 years फ्रॉम नाउ. यूसीएल विनिंग डेफिनेटली होता है नो, एक चेरी ऑन टॉप होगा, लेकिन आई थिंक मोर अबाउट एक प्रोजेक्ट है, और वो प्रोजेक्ट उन्होंने बिल्ड किया है. सिटी हैव एक्चुअली started building their history over the last few years. They have built a fan base big time, or that is because the way they play football. It's not just about the trophies, it's also about the way they play football. और वहां पर पेप को देना पड़ेगा क्रेडिट यार. He has got that global fan base started going. Yeah, it will take time to get to the level of maybe other side of Manchester in terms of just the love generally, even hatred. मतलब not many people hate. आप इतने सक्सेस होते हो फिर ही आप हेट अट्रैक्ट करते हो, तो आई थिंक दे विल स्टिल गेट देयर. लेकिन लाइक आई सेड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स, बहुत स्ट्रीम्स में मैंने बोला हूं, यार व्हाट, चेल्सी आल्सो फेस्ड, आई नो डिफरेंट, हमारा तो हिस्ट्री ऑलरेडी बहुत ज्यादा था, नॉट दैट सिटी डोंट हैव, बट आई एम जस्ट सेइंग 2000 से लेकर 2012 मैं काफी सुना हूं यार दैट नहीं इस बार वापस से चेल्सी बॉटल कर ली, बीट क्वार्टर फाइनल्स, बीट सेमीफाइनल्स, बीट फाइनल्स, बट फाइनली वी वन, राइट, एंड वन व्हाट ट्वाइस. होता है यार. आई थिंक सिटी एंड पीएसजी आर गेटिंग देयर, trust me that. Okay, which manager will you prefer to coach Chelsea this season if just supposed to Tuchel gets sacked? Oh my god, भाई अगर बाई चांस अगर सैक हो जाते, मतलब आई होप नॉट, आई वांट टुकल फॉरएवर, काफी बार बोला हूं पीयूष भाई, मुझे लगता है इन वर्ल्ड फुटबॉल समवन हु माइट बी अवेलेबल एट द टाइम माइट बी कार्लो एंचेलोटी अगेन फॉर अ सीजन, बिकॉज ही वाज अनफेयरली सैक्ड. अगर कार्लो एंचेलोटी छोड़ते रियल मैड्रिड फॉर व्हाटएवर रीजन, यू नेवर नो, वहां भी हो सकता है सैक. रियल मैड्रिड एंड चेल्सी आर नोन फॉर इट. तो वहां पर हो सकता है कार्लो एंचेलोटी कम्स बैक एंड फिनिशेस द चेल्सी, हु नोस. आई एम जस्ट पुटिंग इट आउट देयर. क्योंकि यार वी वांट, चेल्सी में एक प्लेयर पावर होता है, तो वी वांट सम मैन मैनेजर मोर, और टुकल इज डेफिनेटली दैट इज वेल. ओके, गोल्ड आ गया क्या? ए देखते यार, मतलब मैं सुना इट्स सिल्वर. मैं देखता हूँ अभी, एक सेकेंड, आई एम जस्ट चेकिंग लाइव अपडेट्स. लेट्स गो. 6 मिनट्स अगो लाइव अपडेट आया भाई. इज लीडिंग द. ओके, मैं लाइव अपडेट देख रहा हूँ. यस, चानू क्लिंचेस गोल्ड फॉर इंडिया. भाई साहब डेफिनेटली यार, ये तो बनता ही है. वी हैव गॉटन अ गोल्ड. तो बिग थम्स अप यार, बिग थम्स अप उनको यार. बैक टू बैक, मतलब इतना सक्सेस बहुत ही बढ़िया लग रहा है. और बाय द वे, काफी लोग जुड़ गए, सब लोग यार लाइक कर दीजिए स्ट्रीम को, डेफिनेटली मींस अ लॉट. और आप लोग बोलिए यार, सिटी फैंस, लिवरपूल फैंस, न्यूट्रल्स, कैसा लग रहा है मैच? डू यू थिंक सिटी आर ऑलमोस्ट लुकिंग लाइक दे आर इन प्री सीजन स्टिल, whereas लिवरपूल काफी काफी शार्प लग रही है? वुड यू रीड टू मच इनटू दैट? Who's your man of the match till now? For me, मैंने बोला ट्रेंट अभी तक है डेफिनेटली. ओके, हालैंड इज वेरी रिजिड, ही नीड्स टू बी अ बिट फ्लूइड विद मूवमेंट्स इन ऑर्डर फिट. हाँ, मैंने बोला ना, ही इज लुकिंग थोड़ा सा स्लो ऑफ द, पेस लग रहे, थोड़ा थोड़ा स्लो लग रहा है. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इट इज. हाँ, इट माइट बी वही थोड़ा नर्वसनेस होगी यार विद सच अ बिग इवेंट. हाँ, एज मच एज वो चैरिटी शील्ड है, इट इज अ बिग इवेंट देयर राइट इन इंग्लैंड. तो आई थिंक फेयर इनफ. लाइव कहाँ देख रहे हो भाई? सोनी 10-2 में देख रहा था मैं तो. थैंक यू Predator XHD फॉर लेटिंग अनिरुद्ध नो दैट. अभी यार हाफ टाइम है, तो यार ब्रेक चल रहा है अभी. मोस्ट शेयर्ड थर्ड मोस्ट लव्ड क्लब मैन यूनाइटेड. यार यू नो व्हाट, नंबर ऑफ हेटर्स भी मैन यूनाइटेड और चेल्सी के बहुत ज्यादा है. वही है, मतलब इतने काइंड ऑफ या तो फेमस या तो इनफेमस है, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ, आप बोलो जेलसी बोलोगे, या तो आप बोलोगे द लॉट ऑफ इंसिडेंट्स जो होते हैं ऑफ द पिच, सोशल मीडिया हो गया. आई थिंक मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड और चेल्सी काइंड ऑफ अट्रैक्ट दैट अ लॉट. पिटाई हो रही है भैया आज तो. प्री सीजन मोड में लग रहा है यार. मानव मानव बिग अप भाई, मेंबर ऑफ ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी इन द हाउस. लेकिन हाँ, पिटाई पिटाई तो नहीं बोलूंगा, क्योंकि एक दो चांसेस बनाए थे. आई थिंक केविन डे ब्रुयने हैड एन अर्ली चांस. हालैंड एक्चुअली हैड अ चांस टू बेसिकली गेट अ टच एंड गेट हिज लेफ्ट फुट, लेकिन वो पता नहीं राइट फुट से क्या कर रहे थे, बैट फर्स्ट टच हो गया था उनका. मारेज गॉट अ कट इन, लेकिन वो ये मारेज नॉट लुकिंग हिमसेल्फ. लेकिन ओवरऑल आई एग्री यार, ओवरऑल आई एग्री भाई. एडरसन हैज केप्ट City in the match. Ederson has just about kept City in the match. लेकिन साला एंड ट्रेंट का जो हो रहा है ना कॉम्बिनेशन, और स्विच प्ले जो हो रहा है विद थियागो आल्सो कमिंग टू पिक्चर, वो तीनों एक काइंड ऑफ ट्रायंगल बना रहे हैं इन एंटायर पिच. तो दैट्स व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. पीपल डोंट फ्रेट ओवर हालैंड, इट विल टेक हिम टाइम टू ब्लेंड. हाँ, मैं वही बोला ना, द मेन रीजन व्हाई सिटी का जूरी इज आउट अभी भी थोड़ा सा, बिकॉज अल्वारेज और हालैंड कैसे फिट होते हैं in terms of chemistry with a Foden, with a Mahrez, with a Grealish, and time will tell कितना जल्दी हो गए उतना बेटर है सिटी के लिए. बट लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, सिटी की जो क्वालिटी है ना, आई थिंक दे विल स्टिल विन द लीग इन माय ओपिनियन. आज का मैच थोड़ा जल्दी आ जाएगा फॉर मी, लेट्स सी. बट होपफुली गोल्स हो भाई सेकंड हाफ में. सेकंड हाफ का प्रेडिक्शन डाल दीजिए सब लोग इन द चैट. विल यू गो फॉर जिडान? व्हाई नॉट? प्रॉब्लम इज हिज लैंग्वेज, दैट्स द ओनली प्रॉब्लम. अदरवाइज इफ ही इज ओके टू लर्न थोड़ा बहुत इंग्लिश, आई थिंक इट्स फेयर इनफ. Oh, Ankit amigo, how's Liverpool game till now? Thank you, भाई Syed coming on and hope everything is good. Well, Syed भाई, लिवरपूल बढ़िया खेल रही है यार. लग रहा है लिवरपूल रेडी है सीजन के लिए डेफिनेटली. और हाँ, मैं चाह नहीं रहा था सच में बोलता शायद, क्योंकि द फैक्ट दैट आपने 2 पेनल्टी शॉट्स में हमें हराया था, तो मैं सोचा था इस बार मे बी सिटी जीतना चाहिए. लेकिन लुक्स लाइक इट बी लाइक समथिंग ऑफ अ टॉल ऑर्डर फॉर सिटी टू कम बैक. लेकिन मैं तो प्रेडिक्ट किया हूँ भाई 2-1 सिटी मैं प्रेडिक्ट किया हूँ. द फैक्ट यार उनके पास डेफिनेटली एक एक मौका है, बिकॉज ऑपोजिशन गोलकीपर एड्रियन है, इतना ही बोलूंगा शायद. पोचेटिनो एट चेल्सी, इफ थॉमस टुचेल गेट्स सैक्ड, नो वे, आई वोंट टेक हिम. लेकिन who am I to decide, right? Pochettino problem है that yeah he's done madness with Tottenham, लेकिन I think somehow वो fit नहीं करता भाई चेल्सी का DNA. I just feel that. और of course ex Tottenham manager coming, I don't know how will I feel, I'm not quite sure about it. लेकिन देखते हैं भाई, चेल्सी मैनेजर went to Tottenham, so why not other way around, right? आप बोलोगे. Although I wish Tuchel stay for 4 to 5 years, I think Tuchel will stay. Let's be honest, Tuchel will stay. He is मतलब someone who took care of the club when we didn't have an owner. भाई, imagine. Okay, भाई, आज दो गेस्ट को बुलाया था, पता नहीं क्या हुआ यार. I hope they come on because I know that Michael तो बोल रहे थे हाफ टाइम में आएंगे, but I think he's active, so hopefully Michael joins on. Let me see अगर मैं करेक्ट लिंक भेजा हूँ कि नहीं. गलती वाला लिंक्डइन भेज दिया, नहीं करेक्ट लिंक भेजा यार. फ्रॉम व्हाट आई नो, लेट मी चेक. ओके, पता नहीं यार, मैंने तो शायद एनीवे लेट मी सी. मैं एक और मैसेज डाल रहा हूँ, एक सेकेंड. और सब लोग भाई ठहरिए, बात करते हैं बिल्कुल. ओके, पता नहीं यार, sometimes fair enough, not able to come, absolutely fair, but let me know just so that I can move on. But no problem, no problem. Of course Michael तो definitely आने वाले लग रहा है, लेकिन लेट आएंगे थोड़ा. अरे एडी, big up यार, एडी the house. एडी is a Barca fan, and yes man, talking about Barca, there is actually a game of Real Madrid tomorrow. Yes, Real Madrid versus Juventus है, if I'm not wrong. तो watch out for our review. Watch out for a review. It's Sunday morning, early morning है, तो watch out for a review. यहाँ अगर मन किया तो मैं वॉच अलॉन्ग भी कर लूंगा इसमें. इस चैनल पे ज्यादा वॉच अलॉन्ग्स होंगे इस सीजन में, आप देखेंगे. और ऑफ कोर्स अ लॉट मोर इंटरनेशनल कंटेंट हम करते आ रहे हैं. बट यस, माइकल का नाम लिया, माइकल इज इन द हाउस. हे माइकल, व्हाट्स अप ब्रो, लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी, हाउ आर यू?
I'm good, bro. Good, bro. Not much going on. Just I gotta be a little bit quiet because my family member's sleeping in the other room. But I'm doing well. How about you?
No problem, no problem at all. Always good to have you in as well. People are missing in the chat. I remember like a lot of times, I'm like, I have to call Michael, and people are like, no, definitely we'll have a conversation. I was just waiting for a Liverpool game, and here we are. So I know it's technically, let's be honest, it's still technically preseason, but the fact that Liverpool are looking far better than Man City in that first half, would you say that Liverpool are far ready for the start of the Premier League, or it's too early to say?
No, it's too early to say, Ankit. This is a friendly. I could care less about this tournament, but Liverpool are looking good. That's for sure. I would have liked to have seen Nunes start. That would have been the only thing I would have liked to see change. But otherwise, it's good. Jordan Henderson just pisses me off. How many times we were on good counter-attacking plays or good in possession, and then he puts a bad pass. I'm done with this guy, man. I said it last season. I said it before this season. I'm done with Jordan Henderson, and until he leaves and we get a good midfielder, okay, then we can talk about Liverpool winning trophies. But I'm talking about Premier League, Champions League, people. I'm not talking about FA Cup or Carabao Cup. But overall, Liverpool are playing good. They look the much fresher team, and I think for City, it's how you're going to play with Haaland. Do you play through him or do you play around him? That's going to be the key thing when it comes to Erling Haaland with Man City, because at times he did look isolated. Because I had to watch it on my phone on the bus, but he did look isolated, Haaland. I must say. Oh yeah, and happy birthday, Ankit. I forgot it was your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot. Definitely, as in the best way to celebrate a birthday is watch a football match together.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
But you know what? Yeah, as in people saying that wait for Nunes. I just saying what? Liverpool look good. I think Firmino had an early chance. Edison has actually kept them in the game. Edison, I know it was a cross. I think if I'm not wrong, Diaz took a touch. It was a toe poke kind of thing, which Edison did well. But Haaland, that's what I was talking with the chat, because Haaland, if you remember Dortmund, I remember discussing with you as well. The link-up play with Sancho that he had, he actually ran a lot of channels, right? He actually did that while Sancho kind of moved in and out. So for me, the kind of chemistry he builds with the Mahrez or Grealish, he has to kind of decide, or rather, Pep has to decide that they have to kind of work in tandem. You're right. He probably looked isolated, and more than that, I think he looked a little bit hesitant as well. I don't know whether it's the first big occasion in England. He's a young man still, right? So probably we'll have to give him time as well. But it's interesting the fact that I haven't noticed it. Haaland obviously is the left footer for people there, but the fact is he has a decent right foot as well. It's not like he has a very bad right foot. In this match, it's actually noticeable that he's actually left footer, which is so unlike Haaland, right? So it's kind of
yeah.
Okay.
He just must be feeling the nerves a little bit and just hesitant with this movement, especially like just letting it rip. Basically, he was a little bit hesitant. But yeah, I mean, look, it's preseason. I don't count this as a final or anything. This is preseason to me. I could care less.
I think this is the third match for City. It's very strange. Like City and Chelsea have decided let's just go with 3-4 matches. Whereas I think Liverpool, Manchester United have more. I think Liverpool have another preseason game right after this. If I'm not wrong.
We have tomorrow. We have Strasbourg tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know
Wow,
what's going on
interesting.
there.
Probably play
Make
the
more
kids there,
money.
I suppose.
Yeah, make more money.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that. City is lacking sharpness, Kunal says, and Liverpool looking more sharp. City nonetheless are slow starters. Yeah, you can argue that, but again, we can take a look at the bench maybe, as in there are a lot of options there, as in it's a star-studded bench for sure. But as in, what do you think City should change? Should they change something at halftime, or it's too early because it's
No, just
preseason?
it's too early. To be fair though, the last 15 minutes they were dominating the game possession wise, and they had a couple of chances, especially Mahrez. Grealish was also he didn't get involved as much in the attack, but Mahrez, I mean that guy, 3 times he was 1-on-1 against Robertson, and he got the shot off, but just couldn't get the goal. And so, I mean, come on, if City cannot score past Adrian in goal. That's bad. That's bad to me because Adrian is woeful goalkeeper. Absolutely woeful of a goalkeeper. You see him trying to play it out of the back, Adrian, a couple times.
Chelsea fans won't forget him, bro. So he's been helpful for Chelsea. That's all I can say. But yeah.
So I'm done, man. Yeah.
Yeah, KDB looks very sharp. You know what? Probably KDB is the only guy looking sharp, to be honest.
Yep.
Nathan Aki, man, as in people saying that we dodged a bullet. What do you see as in Nathan Aki starting this game? I know it's just preseason, but do you think Pep saying that Nathan Aki, I love Nathan Aki, etc., is like hyped just for the sake of building up his price or what? As in they might still go for Pau Torres. Who knows? Knowing them.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously, Pep and Guardiola. I mean, Pep and Klopp. They do this. They hype up their players. They say, "Oh, look at this guy! Look at this guy! World class midfielder, world class defender." It's what they do. Okay, I mean, look, I would have been shocked if Chelsea paid 50 million for him. It still could happen, but if you do, that's not good enough, Ankit, and you know that.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
come on.
I think even a 40 million was a little bit more, to be very honest about it. Especially buying
Yeah.
back a player, which we are used to doing. But I agree. That's the only fact. I think the reason why Tuchel is going for him because he knows the Premier League, he knows Chelsea,
Yeah.
and he has leadership qualities, which actually people forget. He actually has that, right? So that
Yeah.
helps because we are like really not having anything, right? As in he
Isn't he
was
like 27, 28?
yeah, but he was like an academy captain for like a good couple of years.
Yeah.
So knowing Chelsea, that helps as well, right? So in
Yep.
fact, like I remember the days when him and Christensen were supposed to be the next big thing. As Chelsea fans, we all used to say that, and both of
And
them
one
were
of them
like,
left. Or actually,
exactly,
both of
man,
them. Sorry,
and the way he left. Oh
Yep.
man! And again, people, second half starting. So get in your comments in the chat. क्या होने वाला है second half में? Okay, Surajit says 2-1 City win. Interesting. Jabir says 3-2 City win. Wow, so people are giving City a chance after that first half performance. That's good. Fair enough. Liverpool 2-1. Prakash is saying nice, nice. Okay, my predictions 2-1 or penalties. I hope it's not penalties, man. Come on,
Well, it's
Michael,
not.
you're
There's
pretty.
no extra time. There's no extra time. Don't worry.
Yeah, directly go to. You know what? But still, Liverpool winning a third back-to-back penalty shootout. Come on, it's not fair.
It's
It's
what
not
we
fair,
do.
man.
It's what we do.
Yeah, you know
Although
why
this
I'm
time we have
saying that.
Adrian and we have Adrian in goal, so I'm not too confident.
Thanks, Om, thank you, AD as well. Of course, again, people, AD is a brilliant content creator. Do check out his channel as well, and not just that, Michael's channel, Michael Talk Football, is also tagged in the description below. So please do check out that. In case you've not, for people who are watching the channel for a long time, know that Michael is one of my encyclopedias on the channel. Yeah. Oh man, what a chance!
Oh, how did
What's your
Mahrez miss
timestamp,
that?
Michael?
46:02, 03,
Okay.
04. Yeah,
Mahrez.
I just saw Mahrez miss the chance.
I think the second
Woeful
one, he had one in the first half, which I don't know, he barely touched that. But anyway,
Yep.
which match are you going to do watch along of? We are going to continue the same thing. Liverpool, Man City itself. We're not changing that. Who do you like to replace Hendo with in this match? Carvalho or Curtis?
Curtis, heck, never Curtis Jones. Harvey Elliott. That's who I would like to replace Henderson.
Yeah, he's had a good preseason, hasn't he?
Yes, Harvey Elliott would have had a big season last year, except for that horrible injury he got at Leeds.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Was it a Leeds or wasn't it against Chelsea?
It was Leeds because he played against Chelsea. He started, which was a shock, and then he played against Leeds, and then it was the horrible leg break
Oh,
or ankle
right,
break.
right,
Sorry,
right.
yeah, yep.
Okay, yes, Bipra, hi, Arsenal fan in the house, and bro, some news, man. I know the Partey news is like pathetic. I hope if he's kind of proven guilty, this guy doesn't come back. But
Yeah.
talk about Odegaard being captain. That's crazy, man.
Really?
Yeah, Arteta has said like he's the captain. I don't know what is about Arsenal, Bipra Arsenal fan. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, and again, thanks a lot for wishing me. But Odegaard is captain. Like, come on, isn't it his second season? And not just
Yeah,
that,
it's
he's
his
like
second
what,
season.
23?
Yeah, I don't see any leadership quality from Martin Ødegaard. Actually, to be fair, I think he's captain of Norway, if I'm not
Norway, he
mistaken.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
yeah. I don't understand that, but to be fair, what leaders do Arsenal have? Not a whole lot. I mean, you could give it maybe to Ramsdale, but that's about it, in my opinion. Martin Ødegaard,
Yeah, you know
what?
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 That's actually a good point because they have a lot of youngsters. Yeah, and the guy, as in, you can argue that this is something very controversial, but the guy who actually had more leadership qualities was probably Partey, we thought, and he's the guy who's involved in that. So that's like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably a point. You know what? Then probably they should have just made Ramsdale because he was the guy. But anyway, it's Arsenal doing Arsenal things. Let's see, man, how what he does. But they're
Hey,
looking great.
Ankit, they're looking great. I
Yeah.
predicted them to be in top four and Chelsea to finish fifth.
Oh man, that's like, let's see. By the way, okay, here's a cross, but to no avail. But generally in the transfer market, what do you think? Like, because it's still left, right? As in things can change still. What
Yeah.
what should Chelsea do as an opposition fan? Like, if you're seeing as a neutral as well.
Well, you definitely need a center back. That's for sure. I would say you. I mean, I would
What,
say
what
go
about
for
Joe
striker.
Gomez? Is he available?
No, he just re-signed a contract, so he's off the books. Thank you very much, and we will keep him. And we have four great center backs. That's one thing about Liverpool. That's probably our strongest depth is our center backs. We have four really
Yeah.
good center backs. Where if one of them need a rest, okay, Joe Gomez or Konate come in, and it's
And
well,
Nat
obviously,
Phillips is back. Nat Phillips is back, by the
yeah.
way.
I think they're trying to get rid of him though. I think
Okay.
Bournemouth might try and sign him, to be honest, because Nat Phillips. I think he deserves to go. He doesn't deserve to just sit on the bench. He's done enough for
Right.
Liverpool Football Club, especially in that one season. But look, Chelsea are in a bit of a mess, Ankit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, you looked. I didn't watch the game against Udinese, and I heard it was better. But it's
Yeah, much
Udinese
better.
who finished 12th or 13th in
12th.
Serie A last year.
Yeah, that's true. 12.
But yeah, but Sterling, if you're gonna rely on Sterling to get the goals, while he might be good with the link up play and dribbling and this sort of stuff, you can't rely on him to get 20 goals this season. You just can't. So
Yeah, I
what's
think
what
Havertz got to
what's
turn up, man. As in, unless we sign a new striker
yeah,
or
but
something like that.
Ankit, the best position for Havertz is at the cam. He's not a striker. He has to play in the
No,
cam.
but see
That's where he was
but if
best
you
at
actually
Bayer
notice,
Leverkusen.
yeah, I get that totally. But the thing is, the way that we have been playing, right? Even yesterday, if you actually go back and watch the game, so at every point there was like one person in behind the two strikers. So we weren't playing like a three up front. So which was something which was really working. In fact, I put out a video saying that are these the three new amigos, because that's something that we did. Remember when we got that Mata, Oscar, and Eden Hazard kind of going? So we kind of did that very well. They played very close to each other. It wasn't like they didn't play with wingers, and that's exactly what Tuchel is trying. And yesterday it came off. Yes, it was just Udinese, but the amount of chances that were being created was actually a brilliant thing to see. I know it's just one game, but I
Yeah.
still have my hopes. But finishing, it remains a problem. I agree with you. Mason Mount has looked brilliant in preseason. He has obviously been that player for us, a talisman.
Yep.
But we need that third player. Broya, I was hoping that he probably turns up, but we know that he's hyped as well. So I don't think he's that
He's
finished
so
article.
overhyped. Ankit, come on.
Yeah.
I know he's 20 years old. He scored 6 goals last season for Southampton. 6.
Oh, nice clearance, by the way. Robertson, I
Very
guess.
good clearance by Robertson. But look, Broha, you guys should have sold him to West Ham for 30 million. I know they were trying to go for Skamaka at the same time, and they got the much better option, in my opinion.
Yeah,
If
they
you're
did.
Chelsea, try and sell Broya and get some money and get a forward. I don't know what forward you could get that's available, to be honest. If I'm Chelsea, I would go for Moussa Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. I think that would be
Oh,
a really
he'd be
good option
brilliant.
for you.
He'd be
I think he
brilliant.
would be
But
brilliant, and I think he may go. I know Bayer Leverkusen have said that they will not sell him this summer, but if you
yeah,
throw
even though even he himself
50
has said it
million,
actually couple of times, like
okay,
just like Nkuku. So we were linked with Nkuku as well, right? And then he said,
yeah,
and Leipzig has confirmed that. So I think he could be a great buy as well. But let's see, man. The fact that I don't think there are enough takers. We're not able to get Timo Werner
yeah.
out, man. And we've been trying our best.
Well,
We
no, but
tried.
it looks like it's going to be soon done with Timo Werner.
Yeah, I think it's telling because yeah, he's slightly injured, but he didn't even travel with the squad, right? That was kind of telling for
Yeah,
me. I
I
think
think
Newcastle
I
are
think he's
probably
gone.
Leipzig or Newcastle looks like. But let's see who
Leipzig.
takes him.
I think
Leipzig.
Leipzig have already agreed on something about a loan, and then buy option at the end. So if I'm Chelsea,
Mm-hmm.
get him the heck out of your club, bro. That guy has been
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. As in, we both have discussed enough. As much as we cannot paying what 280 grand a week for someone who kind of turns up only in cup competitions once in a while. It's simply
That's
not done.
that's one thing that the bully is definitely going to fix at your club is the wage structure because some of the players that are on over 200,000 a week is ridiculous, and then you have Edouard Mendy who's on what 50,000 a week. That's that's
Mason Mount
criminal.
on 80. Mason Mount on 80 grand.
Okay,
Imagine. So
how
it's
much is
like something
Alonso
good.
on and Aspilicueta? How much are they on?
Oh yeah, I think Alonso is very high as well. Aspilicueta may not be because he was on long term contract. But anyway,
Yeah,
here we are seeing Salah again playing. I think would you say with Mane gone, probably Salah is going to be like as an even more coming up, or do you think the Mane is going to be like a huge miss? Where
I
are you
think
at?
Mane.
Because
Oh, Trent shoots. Ah man,
no,
I
no.
think with Mane leaving, we're gonna not score as many goals in my opinion. It depends on how Nunes, because Diaz, I love the player, but he's got to be much more clinical. He gets into a lot of good positions, but just his finishing is a little bit woeful at the moment. He's gonna have to improve on that. So we're gonna miss Mane's goals, that's for sure. And Liverpool are attacking well here. Come on, Robbo, put in a good ball. Oh, good defending by Diaz. Salah, I think, is going to have a big season. I know we say that every year, but I think he's a man on a mission, and you can tell his fitness is good. I think his head's in the right place because when he lost the AFCON final and then losing the World Cup qualifiers in that way as well on penalties, both times on penalties, that's going to mentally affect you, especially. And I think now Salah's going to come in fresh. No World Cup this year for him either. Same with Diaz. I'm expecting at least 20 goals in the Premier League from Salah, and I don't think that's really something to talk about. This guy Henderson, please, bro. Oh my god.
You know what I've called? I've already called the other day. We did a preview for season, right, for Liverpool. So I was saying like for Liverpool this time, I'm going a little bit left field, probably not left field. Oh, nice one from Grealish, but no, I think easily defended by Robertson. So I think Luis Diaz, check out for the guy. As in, you know that he's been brilliant as well. But I
Yeah.
really feel the fact, like you said, right, not going to the World Cup is a huge factor. And Luis
Yep.
Diaz might be ever present in Liverpool this time. Yes, Salah definitely, as in he anyway scores, right? But Luis Diaz probably will have that, that level of performance this season is what I'm calling. Let's see, as in if
Yes.
he's able to elevate, to the next level. Probably him scoring the goals is the only thing that probably Liverpool need more of, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, and because his link-up play is good, and the way he can dribble and everything like that, we know Luis Diaz is special on that occasion. But the only problem I have with him is it's just his finishing, and that's something he's gonna have to work on this year. And I love the player, but he's gonna have to at least get 10 to 15 goals for Liverpool because we don't
Mhm.
get any goals scoring from the midfield. Okay, we get the goals sometimes from the fullbacks with Trent and Robbo, but it's always dependent on our forward line, always our front three. If they don't score the goals, Liverpool find it very difficult to then score in a game, other than
Right.
Van Dijk from a corner.
Okay, so we have one more panelist here. We have Mohammed from CFC Talk podcast joining. Mohammed, big up, bro. A long time no see.
I,
But finally, you are here. As of people who do not know, me and Mohammed have been in touch for what last a year and a half, and been there, on his channel, of course. But brilliant to have him here finally. Again, it's linked in the
thank you.
description
Thank you
below.
very much.
Mohammed, what's going
Thank
on?
you.
As in, definitely you're in a friendly mode. Pretty sure we are not there today, but what's your feel? Liverpool looking really strong.
I think I haven't been watching the game. I must admit because I was outside and I ran back just for the stream. So, but no, I think honestly it's going to be a tough game. I think I'm just having a look at the lineups really
Yeah, so
quickly.
I think it's a 1-0, and now Trent has scored that goal. But the fact that they've dominated, that's a huge difference, right? As in, Man City
To be
have
fair,
missed a couple of chances at best.
yeah. To be at the same time, to be fair, like I'm looking at the lineups and I can already tell none of the coaches are just treating it as a preseason match, which you sometimes see. Both of them they want to put out a statement, and yeah, I think. I mean, Liverpool leading with like Haaland, Grealish, and Mahrez up front. That's and out of everyone having Trent Alexander-Arnold score. So yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. Either way, it's going to go down the wire. I think even though Liverpool might be dominating right now, I think Man City might pull it back off and get it to at least be a tie, and then maybe
Penalties.
see what
Okay,
happens
so
after that.
Mohammed is calling penalties, people. You heard this here, but Trent with a corner right now. Let's see what happens. Okay, no, it's just defended well. But Michael Ward, man, as in Liverpool are bombarding the City half. As in, something's got to give. I think Pep's got to change the tactics. Don't you think so, Michael? Something's like I cannot see them even go for those chances.
Yeah, but there's Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden coming onto the field. Man, when you can bring those two sort of players off the bench, my God. And also Darwin Núñez is coming on. So we will see the apparently Uruguayan Andy Carroll that everybody likes to call him on Twitter.
Okay, so
Look.
Grealish is off.
Yeah, he's had a
How
poor
was
game, to
Grealish
be
today,
honest.
Michael?
I don't think he's
Better?
had a good game, to be honest. He has to step up this season because last year he was poor. Let's keep it real. Grealish was poor, but that's usually the case when it comes to PEP signings. They're poor the first season, and then they start getting better and better after the second and third. But this is a big year for Grealish, especially with the World Cup too. Who's coming
Oh
off
yes,
for Liverpool?
definitely. Okay, Bobby
Come on,
Firmino
Barbara.
off, and comes Darwin Núñez. So Mohammed, what's your take on Darwin Núñez? As in, how many goals is he scoring in the Premier League this season for you?
Do you want a Chelsea fan's opinion? Because Look.
Just tell me what you feel like.
no, because the thing is, both Man City and Liverpool have invested in great number nines. And knowing Klopp, the money that he's spent on, I'm not gonna have Haaland ban.
No. I'm talking about Núñez. No, I'm talking about
yeah.
Núñez.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, you're not happy with that signing, or you think they could have done better?
He's overhyped.
Oh,
That's what Michael has said.
He's a one-season wonder. That's all Núñez is.
Yeah.
But clearly Klopp and Liverpool see something in him. But continue. Sorry,
That's
I just
what I'm
wanted to say
saying.
that.
I also think like when this signing happened, I was like, yes, it seems like an impulsive buy from Liverpool. It seems like they've not put in research. But then I look
think
at
that's
Liverpool's
offside.
past 5 or 6 transfer windows, and
What?
I think Klopp has never spent
Offside, yeah.
this much
Offside.
on a player. And he's not going to do it without intensive research, scouting, and if he doesn't think the player's got the potential. So in my opinion, both of these guys coming in at these clubs just means more goals for these guys, more goals for Man City and Liverpool both, and it just means it's harder for Chelsea to try and close the gap, and even worse with Lukaku out, Broha wanting to maybe leave, Werner leaving on a loan, we might be left without a number 9 or a natural number 9 to play with.
Yeah, and you know what, Mohammed, you have a point because Broha actually proving what happens to Chelsea striker off late. Today, I don't know if you saw, he missed like 2 are like proper tap-ins that Broha actually missed them. I'm hoping it's contagious, man. I don't know, being a striker at Chelsea, it kind of gets to them.
I think it's the number 9. I don't think he was wearing the number 9 today, but as soon as you tell a player you're going to be Chelsea's number 9, done.
I was hoping that Sterling would take number 9. For some reason I want that curse to go. But again, I just want him.
Let's not have a proper number 9. Let's just skip number 9.
Like we had a Bularus.
at Chelsea.
You guys remember, right? People in the chat. What is the funniest number 9 it is? I've never seen a centre half wearing a number 9. Khalid Bularus actually wore number 9 at Chelsea. That was the funniest of it for me. Steve Sidwell took a number 9. I remember. Mourinho actually believed in that number 9 curse, I believe. Oh my God!
If I'm not mistaken, I think Andy Carroll wore number 9 at Liverpool. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did, or it might have been 7. No, I think it was number 9.
What was Andy Carroll's best moment as a Liverpool player? Probably that missed goal in the FA Cup final in 2012, or almost he scored. I remember that was.
You funny guy. Probably his wonder goal. No, actually, I was at this game. It was Blackburn versus Liverpool, 2012-2013 season. We were down to 10 men. Andy Carroll scored a last-minute header when we were down to 10 men, and the away section absolutely went crazy. I've never seen scenes like that. And then after that, it was all downhill from there. It was downhill from the moment we signed him for 35 million.
But at that moment, it seemed like wow. As in Suarez and Andy Carroll together, that's like perfect. That's what it seemed like the signings were made. Of course, Suarez did that.
I'm sorry, Ankit. I'm sorry. I'm done with this. Please,
Henderson.
Another bad pass. Ankit, count him 5. I'm counting 5 bad passes in this game so far.
Come on, Michael. It's just the fifth game of preseason.
I don't care, Ankit.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
I've seen this story now for the last season and a half with this guy. He could be a good CDM. I think that's what his new role should be, a CDM. He cannot be around the box, I swear. He just can't.
Yeah. Hendo is so rubbish.
There we go.
I don't know, man. The problem is, has Naby Keita or anyone else, really lived up to that expectation as well? That's probably the problem, right? With
Yeah,
Liverpool.
that's the problem. Naby Keita was supposed to be that guy. Injuries, and I just don't think he's fit into Liverpool whatsoever. I'm hoping it can change this season, but I don't see any changes. That's why I want to sign a midfielder so badly. I don't care who it is. Give me, I don't know, Locatelli or somebody. Just give me a midfielder.
It's okay, bro. As in, at least
You want drink
it-
water?
it's-
We can offer you drink water, and then we'll.
he's
no,
gone.
No. He's
He's
gone.
on
He's a
holiday.
free
Yeah,
agent.
Barkley.
He can go sign and he can go to A League if he wants to. Danny Drinkwater. That's his
We've
level at the
got many
moment.
midfielders we can offer you. We'll give you a pack of 3 if you want.
Barkley is perfect.
Barkley. Who else would you sell? Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Is Bakayoko still on our? I can't remember.
Isn't he-
He's gone out.
isn't he on- Is he still on
He's
loan
on
at AC
loan, I
Milan?
think.
Yeah,
He
I think
could be,
it
but
was
I think he's still on our books.
he's been extended, I believe, right? But
Yeah.
Loftus-Cheek,
Yeah.
it might be controversial, Mohammed, but I actually, for me, as much as he created and scored today, but Loftus-Cheek for me, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. As in, this guy is not like as much as I would be love to have been proven wrong. I don't see Loftus-Cheek as a Chelsea player doing anything more. So I think he needs
No,
to
I
move
agree.
on.
I think you're right in terms of that because he's what 24 now almost, and there's not been
Yeah.
as much hype for Loftus-Cheek as there's been for Mount coming from the academy, Gallagher, Billy Gilmore, these midfielders who've come in from the academy, and I respect him staying for this long and trying to learn as much
there
as
is
he
a chance,
can for
right?
that. My stream might be a bit delayed because I'm watching it
Yeah,
online.
that's okay.
So
Man,
Nunes.
David Nunes.
I'm telling you, this guy is gonna. When he bagged, what is it? With 4 goals? Was it 4 goals against RB
But you
Leipzig
know
the
what?
other day?
If you actually watch the game, Michael will probably back me here. As in those 4 goals, Michael, come on, me and you could have scored 2 or 3 out of those 4. No?
Yeah. The 2 or 3
I
of those
think
we
the
could have
thing
definitely
is,
scored.
the way I look at it is, yes, they might just be tap-ins or they might be easy goals, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal kind of thing. It's not like you get 2 points if you score outside the box, which is the issue here. And it's like, if these guys get 2 chances a game and they convert one of them, it's done for for a team against like Chelsea, where we could probably create 15 and Werner's missing 16 of them.
Or Sterling.
Yeah.
I can't go
You-
after.
Ankit, you laugh,
can't-
but I'm sorry. The guy has been missing.
No, I agree.
chances
I agree.
galore.
He misses a load of chances. Problem is that
Yeah.
problem with Werner is he doesn't have that footballing IQ, bro.
He's not a footballer.
Okay, I'll be back. I don't know. Whenever Michael comes to the stream, this happens, and this never happens otherwise. It never happens, trust me. But you know what? It's been raining here, cats and dogs, so maybe that's why it's kind of up and down. But anyway, minute is up. So here, see, as in he's still an upgrade to what we have. We don't have any finishers whatsoever. So for me, that's why I'm saying like he'll still get you the goals no matter what. By the way, good question here. Harvey and Carvalho in exchange, probably.
Yes. Get that Captain 14, Captain Magnificent, all Captain Passion, and all this sort of stuff out of the field, please. Give me Harvey Elliott, who can actually find a pass in the box, please.
But what position does Carvalho play? As in, is he more like in the Liverpool system? Because I know that I think probably a second striker or cam is his best position, number 8 maybe at best.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of positions he's best at. But
At Fulham, he's played as a cam, and then Jurgen Klopp has been playing him as a left wing, and then the false 9 sort of role during preseason. I would like to play him at the right side of midfielder instead of Henderson. I think that's the best position for Fabio Carvalho.
Wow.
I think he's going to be the backup left winger for Liverpool, to be honest, though. He's played there a couple times in preseason because we don't have a backup left winger because Jota's injured at the moment, and Jota cannot play wing.
And Alex Oxlade is also out for a long time, right?
I don't know how long he's out for, but yeah, he picked up a hamstring injury, and he's going to be out for a while.
Okay. Interesting. And yes, people, for those of you who do not know, we have an FPL league as well. I don't know, Mohammed and Michael, are you playing FPL this time?
Nope. I haven't played it for years.
I start every year,
Oh.
and then after a few weeks, when I see the points that I've gotten in the first week,
Oh,
then it's
as
just
you know,
like-
you're like me, definitely. So please join the FPL league. It's always linked in the description below. We are having, hopefully, as I've announced, I'm going to record that if we get to 10K by the end of this year, there will be prizes. There will be 2 prizes. So everyone, stay tuned for that. But Anup says rules in life: never trust Bundesliga strikers. Come on, it's just a preseason friendly, man. Haaland, I think it's too early to say.
Well, I think he's talking about Timo Werner, but then I
Yeah,
talk about
Timo is quite
Aubameyang.
obvious, but now Haaland has proven that, right? Today.
Well, yeah, in this game at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
But you know what?
Aubameyang, didn't he come from the Bundesliga? And
But I will
Bobby?
say, a lot of people who, I will say, with Werner, with Ziyech, I've got no hard feelings. Like, they came in, they tried their best, and they're two players who actually showed that they wanted to be part of this team, become first team
Yeah,
players
because
week in, week out, compared to some of our other signings. And Timo Werner, even when he was at his lowest, not scoring, not assisting, he was like, "Look, I'm trying to help out the team with trying to create chances, trying to free up space and earn penalties." And if the day he leaves, I'll be like, "Look, he came, couldn't do much, but he's gone. And if it's a loan, then and if he performs well on the loan, welcome back to the team," kind of thing. No disrespect to him, nothing against him, compared to like Lukaku, where there was fans wanting him to go out because of his
Oh,
antics off the
of course.
pitch.
I think that there's no
Yeah,
comparison, bro.
yeah.
Even Ziyech, right? If you see Ziyech, whenever he's not been picked, as in people say that he sulks his shoulders, I would actually want people who actually want to play. And that's what Ziyech was all about. And I know he was kind of unlucky because of injuries at times, or maybe, even like not playing the right system. I would still say, like, even for example, today's game, he clearly looked the better creator compared to any other on the pitch. So that's what I would say. Ziyech still has a chance. Oh, Man City had a chance here, but no. I think, oh man, Adrian kick, man. You should have seen that
One player
clearly.
I'm concerned about. I know we're
Yeah.
talking about a lot of Chelsea stuff, but the one player that I'm really concerned about is Christian Pulisic, and he hasn't gotten off to the start that us fans we want him to.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Michael, I would love your views here. Christian Pulisic, man. Me and Michael are big fans of Pulisic, by the way. Michael, what do you think? Is this Pulisic's year, or I think Mohammed has a
No.
great point here.
Oh, that looked like handball, by the way. I don't think it's Pulisic's year. I think the best thing for him is to leave Chelsea Football Club because he's not played in his
Oh.
right position. I see him played in right wing back. I see him played in cam. I see him played a false nine.
In the
Pulisic's
same
best
game, in the
position-
same game.
Exactly. There's no consistency with Tuchel and Pulisic. I don't understand. You play him at the left wing. That's where you're going to get the best at Christian Pulisic. I try and back him as much as I can. His performances for Chelsea haven't been good enough either. The best he was when there was an empty stadium during COVID. That was the real Christian Pulisic. But, injuries have hurt him a little bit. Look, I don't see anything good for Christian Pulisic this year. Like I said, he needs to go out on a loan. Go somewhere. Ooh, fold it.
That's what I'm
Saved
saying
by
with
Adrian.
Christian
Ooh.
Pulisic. With Christian Pulisic, the issue is that
Was that offside or what?
It's offside, yeah.
Yeah, I guessed it. Yeah, Mohammed, please continue.
yeah, no, sorry, but I was just saying, no, yeah, you're right. With Christian Pulisic, it's the case of injuries. I don't mind a winger like Christian Pulisic taking his time, and he's quite young, so I'm ready to give him a few seasons to try and settle in at Chelsea and get going. But we can't even get him to have regular game time right now, which is the issue.
Yeah,
I'm
and,
not
and at
so
the right
much so
position as
concerned-
well, right? Like
Yeah,
Michael
and I'm
said.
not so much so concerned about whether he's scoring every a game or creating chances or he's having a 10 out of 10 performance. Yes, that matters, but in the long run, if I can see Pulisic play 20 games in a row, and scoring a few of those, assist a few of those, I'll think of it and go, right, perfect. He's
Oh wait,
doing really well.
is it going to VR? Yeah, it's going to VR. Looks like. Oh, I didn't.
Is there,
I didn't
is there
remember that
VAR?
there is VR, right? In
Oh, no.
Community Shield.
it's
Yeah,
it's a
probably.
glorified friendly.
For us it is, at least for old school watchers. But Pep is like, come on, that's a goal. let's see what's happening. It was kind of close, I must say. And again, sorry, Michael. The fact is, remember what happened in the Carabao Cup final. You agreed as well. We agreed, like Lukaku's
Oh, yeah.
goal.
Lukaku
could
was
have-
onside.
Exactly. So it's kind of very similar, right? If you see, Haaland's hand is just above, but I think Alvarez is kind of level. They've not drawn the lines yet.
Yeah, I think Phil Foden is onside. I think this is going to be a goal. If there, it looks like
Wow.
there's VAR. I think this is going to be a goal. I think.
So I think Mohammed's predictions might come true. Let's see. Let's see what happens here, people. What do you think, people watching? And yes, people, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also check out the panel's channels. They are linked below in the description. Certainly help if you would subscribe to them as well. I can highly recommend them big time. But Alvarez, let's see if he can get his first goal for City. What a moment to score, by the way. Just a friendly, but for them to come back and kind of get this and then get that shield will be something for him. Wow, why is it taking forever? Come on, it's not so difficult. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
goal. It's a goal, people. It's 1-1. Alvarez, and you can see the smile on his face. Yes. Oh man, now it's going to get interesting. I think last 20 minutes. Let's be honest. I think we can expect proper end-to-end football, Michael.
Yep, looking like it. I mean, you gotta love Pep. As soon as he scores the goal, he just gives him all these orders immediately. Pep is a
Exactly.
madman. This guy is absolutely mad about football.
Right.
Oh god.
And Mohammed, Kunal, and people who got the prediction right till now, as in, come on, please tell Chelsea are going to win everything this season.
This guy Adrian is absolutely dreadful goalkeeper. What are you doing, bro? Good thing he's the third choice goalkeeper, not the second either.
Yeah, and that's the bad part for Liverpool for today, right? Because Keller was out as well, which is not
Yep.
great. Keller did brilliantly against us, I remember, last season.
Yep.
Okay, Gundogan is on. And then Gundogan is an interesting case. Like, we all thought that Gundogan will be the person who will be moving out, but people forget, right? As in, guys, Gundogan had one of the best seasons that he ever had, if I'm not wrong, just 12 months ago, correct? As in, he was a crazy beast during that period, I remember. But as in, it'll be interesting how he's used, after Calvin Phillips comes on. So, Mohammed, what do you see Calvin Phillips as in? Is he going to be a substitute at best?
No, I think he will play. It's just I think Pep just wants to go with players that he's probably had time working with. Calvin Phillips, I can't remember. I think he played a few of the preseason fixtures. I can't remember which one, but it
They
wasn't
just had a
very
couple of them, so probably
Yeah.
played a few minutes at best. But probably you're right. As in, probably Pep is the kind that he's kind of
It wasn't
knows
it
what he
wasn't
gets.
standout performances or headline performances, and not saying that it should have been or it's
Yeah,
key for him
he's
to
that
get
kind
off
of a
right
player
at the
anyway.
start. But yeah, I think slowly throughout, and the thing is, Man City's got such a nice depth. Like just their substitutes are like Foden, Calvin Phillips, and when you've got substitutes like these, other teams just cannot compete. The 11 that Chelsea played with against Udinese the other day.
Mhm.
Other than that, who have we got on the bench that we can turn to and say, right, it's your job now in the 70th minute to
Oh,
go
yeah.
on and change the game for us?
I think the only one was Hudon-Odoi, and even him, you can debate that he's nowhere close to what he should be.
Yeah. So it's not a very
Oh, what a ball!
nice
ball,
situation to
right-hand
be in
side.
as a Chelsea fan. And with when you look at Man City and to a certain extent Liverpool as well, in certain positions they've got good depth in Harvey Elliott being there. They've signed Carvalho. Obviously, he's quite young as well, so give him time. But essentially, we don't have someone like that at Chelsea right now, and
That's true.
it's very concerning.
Yeah, our right wing back is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Who would have thought he would have played right wing back? Oh my god. Anyway, Gaurav, I'm not sure about this. भाई मतलब मुझे नहीं लगता ये है. और a nice try, man. Nice try by City. Now City is turning on. Michael, what's your take on this? Was it a foul?
Nah, Adrian's just a poor goalkeeper. Blame Adrian
Yeah,
more
as in it
than the
was-
foul, to be honest. I know that they were both trying to go for the ball, and you could say, oh, I think it was Foden who kicked it out, but I mean, honestly, that's just poor goalkeeping, in my opinion. That's League 1 or League 2 status.
You saw you just heard that, people. Michael spitting facts as usual, but okay, Harvey Elliott
Come on,
is
Harvey.
probably going to be the man. Okay, so looks like Harvey Elliott is the kind of guy who can bomb on into the middle when Nunes is
Exactly.
running the channels. Okay, nice. I think that can be a good option for Liverpool. But Alvarez looked really sharp, I must say. Alvarez looked really sharp. I've not watched enough of him, to be honest. But I've heard
the
from
guy's
it-
the guy's a baller. I
Yeah.
wish Liverpool would have signed him. I think any club in the world should sign Alvarez, but I think City got him for an absolute steal. What was it, 25 million or 30 million? I think that's an absolute bargain for Julian Alvarez. He's going to become a superstar. Just the way he plays at River Plate, and he knows Pep's system because that's the exact same way that River Plate play at. They play that possession style of football, very high pressing, and Alvarez just knows. He's that false nine sort of guy who can link up the play and has a fantastic shot with both feet. He is going to be a star.
Yep. As in, imagine if Haaland takes all the plaudits right now, but it's all going to be Alvarez who kind of delivers. So you never know. That might just happen. And he's played number 9 in one of the preseason games proper, so he can actually do a job either ways. Okay, nice cross there, but okay, that's a easy clearance from City. Okay, now you can see. Okay, look at Alvarez on the right hand side, man. As in, this guy is like, he has vision. Okay, not bad. Wow. Anyway, let's talk Chelsea a little bit. I know the match is getting interesting, Mohammed, but with me and you being a, come on, and neutral perspective of Michael and everyone in the chat, where are you on this Fofana thing, man? 70 million yet again. Pretty sure we are going for the wrong target. That's not going to happen. We don't have Marina to negotiate in a what she did with Chilwell. Where are you at, Mohammed, on Fofana?
I'm going to quickly just plug in my podcast here. I've just released a podcast with Rob 20 minutes ago. So we specifically talk about Fofana for a bit because it's an interesting topic. And essentially, I think Leicester will not sell him this season. It just feels like they don't want to sell him, obviously, because they've just given him a new contract in March. But essentially, for Brendan Rodgers to be able to spend in the transfer window, they need to clear out players, and they don't want to do it with James Madison. So some of their best players or some of their most expensive players would be James Madison, Fofana, and so on. And when Rodgers looks at his squad list, he can see that it's not a good choice to sell Madison right now. And with Fofana, it's like 70 million. Seems like a lot, but at the same time, he's only 21, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and coming after long-term injury, just 6 months ago.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at it this way: we were going for a young defender in Koundé, and we couldn't get that. And now we've got a 31-year-old Koulibaly, which I'm not trying to age shame him or anything, but I'm just saying in terms of the next 5 years, do we expect Koulibaly to play every single game? Not really.
No, not really.
He won't be physically. Yeah, so it won't be physically possible. Thiago Silva, he's 36, 37 already. He's turning 38. Yes, he doesn't look like he's aging at all. But at the same time, you can't have those guys play every single game. So a few young players, we need them. We had Christensen, obviously. Rudiger.
Salah without going. Oh man, what a miss! Was it a handball? Okay, Darwin Núñez. Probably, I'm an opposition fan asking for a basically.
No, that's a handball. No, that's a handball. What the heck?
Okay, then VR is going to look at it definitely.
Oh, but if City score on the counter attack, watch. Oh.
Let's see. For me, Darwin Núñez missed that. That's what I would say. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Wait, let's see here.
Oh, it's handball. It's handball. It's definitely going to be handball. 100% handball. 100.
Yeah, that's good. I mean,
Liverpool are getting a penalty, people. Liverpool are getting a penalty.
That might have been on target, Ankit, that header.
But it was very feeble, right? But yeah, as in you have a point. It was on target at least.
Just on that comment quickly, Ankit, the one that you just put on the screen. Christensen was great. I don't know what he's talking. Am I missing out on something?
No. So the thing is, Christensen was great when he played for us, but the thing is, he went for a medical when we were probably in the lowest point as a club, and that was the fact when he went to Barcelona. And I think that is something that the way he did, and the fact that in a final game, I know he has mental, kind of things going on. A lot of times, he's pulled out of big matches in the last moment, and the way that he's done that. Never came and spoke out about it is something that Chelsea fans have not likened him for that reason.
What I don't understand though is Christensen made it very clear that this is what I want as my salary base. I'm getting paid a lot lower than a lot of Chelsea superstars are getting paid, and if I'm being considered as some of the best defenders in football right now, as of like in terms of form and everything, he was getting paid quite a lot less than what he deserved. And after 3 or 4 months of negotiating, they decided, right, it's not going to go anywhere. We need to look somewhere else. And Barca came in with the right offer for him. So why call him a snake for that? I think fair enough. If we're not able to offer the player what he wants,
it's a penalty. No, as in definitely, Mohammed, you have a point. But again, as in fair enough, that's an opinion. My opinion still stays. And again, I know a lot of people do that. see, as in that point is all about timing, and that point where we had actually lost an owner, and that was the point when that whole deal happened between Christensen and Barca, right? As per the reports. So he always had an option, like a Rudiger did, for example, or others did, to kind of just hold on, because there are certain moments, as someone who's played for the academy, as someone who's actually been there probably one of the longest at that point, to actually just take a step back. Pretty sure Barca would have still been interested, and we're
I'm
not
not gonna
naive to
lie.
say that Barca might not have.
I want to fly out to Spain and find out what Barca are doing. Like, what it
Yeah,
like.
that's true. Okay, who's
Either
taking
they've
the
got
penalty,
some.
Michael, by the way?
They've
Okay, Salah.
suddenly. Either they've somehow hired some of the best accountants in the world who found out a gold mine of euros. Because and the surprising fact is, if it's public information that Barca's getting bankrupt, or not getting bankrupt, but they're in debt, why are players willing to go there when we
That is
hear
the bigger question.
situations?
That is the bigger
That's
question,
yeah,
because after what
it's
happened to
like
Frenkie de Jong,
it's like Barca is going to offer you 20 million a year but pay you 5, but you're not minding that, and
okay, Salah taking the
it
penalty,
surprises
people.
me.
Oh, he scores, man. Edison
I
cannot
know
keep that out.
I'm gonna head out. It's an interesting match, but I need to quickly head out. If you guys are still on for the post game after the game, and if it's still, I'm guessing it's still gonna be a tie. I think
Well, Salah
Man
just
City
scored.
might score in the dying enders.
Yeah,
I know.
2-1. It's 2-1 to
I'm
Liverpool
hoping
right now.
Man City. Yeah. So if it goes to a penalty, I don't think there's extra time in this. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it goes directly.
No,
to
there
penalty.
isn't.
Yeah, directly to penalties. So yeah, if it is, then if you guys are still live, and when I come back, then I'll
Sure thing.
jump in.
Thanks
Alright,
for
thank
coming
you
on,
very
Mohammed.
much.
And again, people who check
Thank
out
you
the
for having
CFC
me.
Talk podcast, brilliant
Thank
opinions
you.
always, Mohammed. Great to
Thank you
have
very
you, and
much.
hopefully we see you soon.
If anyone wants
but-
Fafana situations, then go on it quickly, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Just released one.
It's linked in the description below, people.
All right.
Thank
See
you.
guys. All right.
See you.
Thank you very much. See you.
Okay. Utkarsh saying, okay, by the way, yes, Liverpool have scored. So, Michael, first quick reaction on that. Do you think Man City losing to back-to-back charity shields, something which Chelsea always did back in the day, is probably a good omen? Because remember, it has been said a lot of times the team which actually wins the charity shield does not win the Premier League. It has happened in a lot of seasons. That's actually a thing.
That's a good point, actually, because when Liverpool and City played in 1920 Charity Shield, I think Liverpool... No. Did City win on penalties? Yeah, City won on penalties and Liverpool
City
won
won
the
on
league.
penalties,
Easy.
exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, look. Ankit, you're just now giving some conspiracy theories, which I like, but...
No,
I'm not
it used to
gonna
be a thing. It's a thing about Chelsea, because Chelsea have been to so many charity shields, obviously, but
Yeah.
we have lost so many, right? On penalties, especially. I remember the Manchester United Liverpool days where we lost. But again, that's one of the things that we used to always, claim that no, we'll win the Premier League. Now it's always happened. But yeah, again, coming back to Christensen, again, while I respect Mohammed and big up to him, of course, I am totally of the view of Utkarsh here. Totally, he was not one of the best defenders. He was one of the best defenders with Silva, Rudiger. Yes, at Mönchengladbach, he had a crazy development, which we always, as someone who watched the academy, saw in Christensen. But to be honest, Christensen is not that. If anyone watched the Real Madrid game, you did, right, Michael? The way Vinicius just took him apart. Come on, I mean, you're not going to say
it
that.
was so easy.
Yeah, come on, that's a naive. That he was a naive defender. Yeah, maybe he was not right in the mind, and that's also a problem. The problem is you cannot switch off as a defender. What is happening off field. You cannot just switch off because of that. That's a
You
problem.
have to
with
always be
Christensen.
aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, exactly. Ashish has got the right prediction, looks like. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Ashish was supporting Liverpool today. He's a Chelsea fan, by the way. Big up, Ashish. It's a good omen. I don't know why you are supporting Liverpool, though.
Okay, all right. I have never heard of that, but all right. Fair enough. to you.
Exactly. You know what? Michael just said it. Michael and I, that's the best part, right? As in, we have the best conversations ever. But he knows my views and I know his views. It's a good omen. Yeah, bilkul.
Go ahead.
Kunal is just backing that, that it's actually a good omen of losing the charity shield, it seems.
Yep.
You know what? I don't know, man. Edison and Mendy are probably not known for saving a penalty. That I know, that's a matter of fact. But for Brazil, Alisson is number one, surely, right?
I mean, Tite
Debatable.
has like switched them both back and forth. He's rotated them, so I'm not too sure, to be honest. Look, Ederson
Oh,
is
it's a goal again.
an okay...
Oh, what a miss!
Don't say that. Don't...
Come on, that should have been a goal.
I mean, that was a pretty difficult header, but that he should at least gone on target.
At least on
I don't know
target,
about at least on target, but I saw what he was trying to do there. Wait, let me see this again. James Milner with a good cross, actually.
Wow.
I don't know
James
what
Milner,
Hudon-Odoi
man.
is.
This guy is like, he never ages
That's a-
or what?
Yeah, that was a pretty difficult header, to be honest, Ankit, because you see he's trying to
Yeah.
lean back and he's trying to put as much power. He's trying to go for the far corner, which is a good idea, but just couldn't execute it. So look at this. As soon as Harvey Elliott comes to the field, there's actually a link-up play in the final third. This guy has to start for me most games at least. It just has
Wow.
to.
Let's see. As in, but again, like Henderson is the captain. Like if Henderson is not the captain, who's your captain? In case he doesn't, okay, that was a bad
I
one
think
for
it will
Man
be
City.
I think it will be Van Dijk then. I think he's third choice. Oh,
Okay.
good. Come on, Robertson. Give it to Darwin. Give
Okay,
it to
yeah.
Darwin. Give it to
No,
Darwin.
He just put it outside the stadium. No worries. As in, come on, you're still winning, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but I need to get Darwin a goal because then Darwin is 1-0 up against Holland against each other.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a thing of this season. And yes, people, I can see some people have joined. Do not forget to like the stream. Of course, it helps. Zyada likes ho to zyada log aayenge, of course. Yes, we are going to review it quickly in the end as well. But again, Michael, a great content creator, very knowledgeable of football. Check out his channel, Michael Talks Football. And of course, it's a new season. We'll be collaborating a lot as well, as always. Hopefully, you guys like what he does, like what we do on both the channels. And talking about content, tomorrow there's going to be a match, which is Juventus Real Madrid in the morning. So I'm not sure if I'll do a watch along, but I'll try and do a review. Pretty sure Michael also follows a lot of La Liga and Serie A. And we are also doing a Serie A season preview tomorrow. So hopefully you guys join us on Almighty Blues FC. That is. What do you think about Serie A quickly? This
I was
season?
just gonna say I'm gonna wait till give my Serie A predictions because I still don't know who's gonna. I don't know who's gonna win the league.
It's very interesting, right? It's probably going to be
Very-
the most interesting league.
Oh yeah, by far because top four battle as well. Everybody just thinks Jose. I'm gonna give you one team to look out for, Ankit, for top four, and that
Roma.
is Fiorentina.
Fiorentina, okay, interesting.
Luka Jovic is gonna score 20 goals.
Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
How did this guy do? Arthur Cabral, the guy that they replaced last time.
Not that good.
No?
I knew it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't going to be a good signing. I mean, he
Okay,
scored a lot of
Carvalho
goals.
coming on, I guess.
He scored a lot of goals in FC Basel, but there's a huge difference between the Swiss league and the obviously
Yeah,
Serie
of
A.
course.
So look, Serie A is very intriguing this season. Like I said, I don't have my relegation pick still. I don't have my European spots picked yet or my champion because now the Pogba injury, it's kind of changed my opinion a little bit. I was kind of riding high on the Juventus train. They were looking good in preseason, but that Pogba injury really held it back.
Yeah, I think that was one of the reasons why they also got tempted to play, go for Firmino. But obviously, Firmino, Klopp is not getting rid of him from what I understand. Because Firmino can play that cam role pretty well. As in, he did that in Germany all the while. I remember that, right? As in, we remember
Yep.
FIFA days. But Manav bro, मैं सुन रहा हूँ. As a Chelsea fan, I can feel this exactly because Liverpool have done that to us time and again in recent times. So I can feel that losing to Liverpool kind of. And let's be honest, when it comes to Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, the ties have been so close, right? As in that's a matter of fact.
And Spurs.
But Spurs, yeah. But I was seeing the record. I think City actually more recently have pretty decent record against Liverpool, but when it matters, right? Liverpool have, like, for example, beat them in the FA Cup, right, in the semis. So I think Liverpool
FA Cup
have
in the
got better
semis, Champions League in the quarters.
Exactly,
when the
knockout
chips are
games,
down,
you've done better.
Yeah. I mean, look, Jurgen Klopp hasn't been the greatest, I would say, cup competition. Only in Europe he's done very well, but when it comes to FA Cup and Carabao Cup, he has done nothing other than last season. So I would love City and Liverpool to play in the Champions League semi-finals or quarters. I want that again, just to make it sting more for City that they go another season without a Champions League. Oh, that would be lovely.
Wow, did you see that
7 minutes.
gameplay?
7 minutes
Oh,
of
man,
added time.
You know what? They want more drama, man. Simply put.
Yeah, they do.
But who was that? Was it Alvarez? Silva got the corner, but what gameplay by Alvarez, man? This guy's really done well after coming on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this guy is a fantastic signing for City. That's a foul.
Oh, that's out.
No.
Surely it's
It was
out. Come on.
Alvarez with the cross, that is definitely out. Haaland scored, but it was out of bounds.
It was definitely look at Haaland's expression. He's like, no, man, come on, I've got it.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
What has Allah done in the second half?
Nothing. That's what he's done.
There we go. That's what I was. Oh yeah, that was
Nothing.
clearly
Absolutely
out,
nothing.
way
You know
out of
what?
play.
but like you said, right? It's about him gelling up. He cannot just stand there. He cannot
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Pep hasn't played well with the proper number nine who's actually just stood there. If you see most of his teams, even Lewandowski used to
Lewandowski?
kind of no, but Lewandowski also he kind of drops back a lot. People don't
Oh
realize he
yeah.
drops back a lot at times. He's like a Firmino who kind of does the other side of the things even much better, right? So that's more all rounded. Um,
That's why it's interesting to think like what will Holland adapt to City or will Pep adapt to Holland to get the best out of him?
Yeah.
Because you pay a lot of money for that striker and he has to come good for you. Hopefully
Correct,
Nunes
correct.
isn't injured.
No, I think it'll be fine. Not as bad.
Let's see here.
Now it's just gamesmanship happening. We saw that. Okay, Abhinav, thanks for coming on, bro. Again, do not forget to like the stream, but please do not spam. We can definitely read your comments, so please do not spam. It helps a lot. So I have already predicted, Abhinav. You can check my season preview for Liverpool for Man City. I have clearly said that I think I am seeing Man City again win the title, but it's going to be going down to the wire. It's not going to be as easy because Man City also changed, like we are talking here. Haaland, Alvarez has looked really brilliant one game, at least as of now. But the way that they gel with their other strikers or other forwards will be the key. But the fact that Liverpool have lost Mane might be the difference maker for me.
Could be.
Simply put. Okay, talk in the house. Talk MU, bro. Big up, bro. And again, people, there is another channel linked in the description below. It's called Football versus Cancer. So Talk MU actually owns that. It's a fight for cancer via football. Okay, against cancer. A goal, man. That's a goal.
And
Darwin Nunes scores,
Darwin-
man. Michael, and look at the celebrations, man. Wow, look at the celebrations of Darwin Nunes, man. Just in time. Look at
Come
that.
on,
Why
vamos.
3-1?
Look at Klopp's laugh as well. Oh,
But
everybody's smiling.
again,
And there's a fan too.
brilliant switch play. Trent,
Yeah,
probably the man
exactly.
of the match, hands down for me. I don't know about you, but for me, Trent has switched play really well in this game.
That wasn't Trent who switched because he got substituted from James. I think it was.
Okay, sorry.
I think it was Harvey Elliott who played the ball across. Let me look at this again.
It
I
was
think
a right
Harvey
footer, though.
Elliott.
Let me check again.
Was it right footer? So no, I think it was Salah who actually switched the play because Fabian
Okay, it was
Carvalho
Salah.
comes. It was Salah,
it was
yeah.
Salah. So probably Salah. Salah
great
is the
ball.
guy. I think again, even like the first goal, if I'm not wrong, it was between Trent, Thiago, and Salah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because then Trent actually played across to Robbo. Robbo then switched it back to I think Thiago. Then Thiago switched it to Salah. Salah then dropped it
Yeah.
to Trent. Look, Liverpool's goals have been really nice today. Obviously, other than the penalty, but very good link-up play and happy for Darwin. 1-0 for Darwin against Holland.
Wow. As in, come on, and who would have thought that? Yeah, as in, I thought this was a no contest. Haaland would have won it easily. But going by today's, as in performances, I know Darwin hasn't set the world alight yet. But the fact that he's
Yeah.
got that goal and he's at least looked that part. As in Haaland hasn't looked the part. That's the worst part. For City fans. I know City fans. You think he's Lukaku happening, not going there. I know.
Ankit, relax.
I'm just, it's wishful thinking. Put it that way,
Of
as
course.
an opposition fan, simply put. But overall, 3-1. Come on, I think pretty much sure the game is over. Despite 7 added minutes, did help City.
They tried everything they could to extend this to penalties, Ankit. It's
But what do you think, Michael? Overall, I think it's time to review as well. So, what do you think overall? What are your things that you take as a Liverpool fan from this game in particular? Like Henderson, obviously not a good point, but pretty sure all the others you're satisfied with, right?
Yeah, overall, I thought it was actually a very good performance. The movement from the midfield was really fluid. I think our counterattacks against City, which will obviously not happen against a lot of teams, it was a little bit lacking the counterattack. The only option was play to Salah on the right wing and then Darwin making a run into the center. Other than that, because Bobby just doesn't have the pace to run in behind. So I think with the big teams, it's definitely going to be Darwin starting because he can actually have that counterattack ability. Well, look, I can't read too much into the game when it comes to the result because it is a friendly. It's a glorified friendly. It's very good that we won a trophy and it's a good start to the season. Gives confidence to the team after losing the point and losing the Premier League by a point and then losing the Champions League in the final. I'm happy with the performance. The team looks actually ready. Like fitness-wise, it looks ready compared to when Thomas Tuchel gave me those comments about Chelsea.
Oh man, did you see that?
What a save by Adrian.
No. Oh my god. No, it wasn't too easy. It isn't as easy as it seems like, people, I must say.
Yeah, I would agree, but like, Ankit, come on, man. That's
Oh no, he had an extra second that he didn't think he had. That is the
oh,
whole point I'm
he was
making.
on side as well.
Wow,
Oh
man,
man.
and Manav,
Oh,
it's become even worse. Look at that miss. And yes, the Norwegian Viking disappeared exactly. To all Nunes haters, it's a bad dream for them. He got a lot of hate. Nunes, you know what? You have to give to the guy. The guy came back, even though it was like pre-season, 4 goals. It was not very difficult goals, but he scored four. He scored today, and it looks like he wants to be there. He wants to kind of show the world that celebration
exactly.
told a lot. So you can fair. You have to give it, and he's a young guy after all, right? Who's
Of
got a
course,
lot
he's
of
only
pressure.
22, 23. Like, I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure he definitely feels the pressure, Ankit. Like, that price tag, and he doesn't have probably Twitter, but he sees on Instagram a lot of rival fans commenting on his Instagram posts. It gets to you. So, getting those goals is always a good thing, and getting off your head, because then you don't have that much
Okay,
pressure. You
it's
can play
done. Match is
much more
done.
open. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
First trophy of the season. Nice.
Darwin Nunes, I know, like again,
Look
I
at
know that
look
at
at
the end
this
of the
guy.
day, it's come on, it's a charity shield, but you have to give to the guy. I can understand from Darwin Nunes' point of view.
Oh
He's
yeah.
coming to England, and that's the first major match he's kind of playing, and he's kind of scoring that goal, and I can understand. But Ruben Diaz deserves to be benched for the entire season. You know what? First half he did very well, to be honest. But
Yeah.
you have a point in the second half, the way that goal was given. Guardiola cooking, man. Again, for people, Man City fans especially, I'm telling you again, it is a fact. Check your stats. The team which wins the Charity Shield more often than not do not win the Premier League. That is something that is more often than not happened.
Who won the charity
But
shield last year, Ankit? Was it
Leicester,
Leicester? Leicester won it. Okay.
yeah, Leicester won it. Again, that's what I'm going to. But Michael, as in pretty sure Haaland will not be happy with this. But tactically, what should Pep change? Because I'm pretty sure Haaland looks so out of place that maybe something's got to change there, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the difficulty that Pep has at the moment. What do you do? Do you play it? Because we know City always want to play down the middle with their fantastic midfielder play of Bernardo and KDB. But you might have to just start putting in crosses for Holland. I think that's the way to do it because you can clearly tell he was isolated a lot in this
Yeah,
game. Like
yeah.
I mean, that was his first touch that I could. Well, I didn't see many touches from Holland in that second half. That might have been his. We got to check that. We got to check if it's a Lukaku 2.0 against Crystal Palace because that second half was invisible from Holland. But look, I think that's the point of preseason. You start because this is only his second game, and I think he only played what 45 minutes against Bayern Munich, Erling Haaland. So this is
Yeah.
now like over 100 minutes of gameplay with City. So it's gonna take time, of course. I think that City will start slow, like they always do in the last couple of seasons, but then they'll start going into full motion as a full train, and they'll just start picking up wins and wins as they always do.
I had to highlight that, man. Come on. Spurs fan, sorry. Yeah, definitely it's a fan channel for all to see. But you know what? Banter is on in the channel. You know that it happens.
Banter's always there. Banter's always
Yeah.
there.
Gives the memes material. Oh man, for Asat Ali, you have a point, bhai. Matlab, he will be taken, but again, it's Charity Shield. If the same thing would have happened in the Premier League game, man, things would have happened next level. But let's see.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's Haaland, it might still be. I'm pretty sure Farasat has a point there. You know what? Tactically, you have a point, and maybe Mahrez or Foden playing on the left hand side probably makes more sense
Yeah.
with them getting the crosses. It can be low crosses also because Haaland, as much as he's a person who does not really create himself much. He can get to the end of things, and that's something that Haaland is probably a good timer on that, right?
His off ball movement is very elite. Like it's world class his off
Yeah,
ball movement. But
exactly.
when you don't provide the service for him, that's going to be the problem. That's when you're going to see the isolation of Haaland. It's different when with Ibra and these other tall strikers who I can think of at least, especially Ibra. Ibra loves to come deep and receive the ball and play out with link up play. Haaland doesn't really want to do that. Ankit, you made a great point. He wants to run into the channels. Are City going to do that a lot against low block teams? Because everybody's
Yeah.
going to set up two walls. Or maybe three if it's Atletico. Maybe could 100 because it's Atletico. So that's the difference for Haaland. What are you going to change to fit into Pep's system? Because I'm pretty sure Pep is not going to switch for Haaland. He's not going to do it for one player. It's Pep and only Pep when it comes to his teams.
That's a brilliant point. And again, Divyanshu making a point here. Nunes is a player who suits Pep style more than Haaland. But it's more like City style than Pep style. Would you argue that? Because
I don't know. Nunes' link up play is atrocious as well. You know what? Do you know what his there was somebody told me this stat. Do you know what his passing accuracy last year was for Benfica?
No, no. What is that? Very low, is
54%.
it? Wow, wow. As in, come on.
That's terrible.
Yeah, as in, I don't know why on TV they're looking at those VAR decisions again. It was a clear handball, man. As in, come on, it was not even
Yeah.
debatable. I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't.
why they are again putting it.
English
Haaland could
media
have scored a
Ankit.
hat trick. Yeah, Haaland. You know what? To be honest, even Liverpool could have scored more goals. Ederson actually kept them in the first half in the game. That City, he
Mm-hmm.
just kept them in the game. You have to say that. England के लिए छोटा पड़. You know what? Maybe that's also a point, right? Ashish says like, see, Haaland is not only playing in a new environment. Maybe these are just excuses. The fact that you know the way that the pitch is built, the way that the Man City players are kind of covering the pitch, maybe he has to move a little bit more. He cannot be so kind of stand still there. So he has some point there. Maybe we will see some changes because again, let's be honest, it's just the third game in the season for City, so they
Yep.
haven't played many games, and that's surprising. I don't know what is about. Is it about the World Cup year? Why do you think the friendlies have been so less for many clubs this time?
I don't really understand. I don't know if they just. Yeah, I really can't answer that, Ankit, because Liverpool and Man United have been playing for like last 3-4 weeks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Chelsea have only been playing for what, 2.5 weeks? The first game was against Charlotte, right? Was that the first game?
We,
Or no,
we
it was
played
Copa
Charlotte, we
America.
played Club America, and we
Yeah,
played
Copa America, yeah.
Udinese.
Yeah, so
And Arsenal, of course, yeah.
yeah, I mean, and also Real Madrid, they haven't had a long preseason as well. I think their first game was what? What was their first game, Real Madrid? It wasn't the Barcelona
Yeah,
game. They
same.
had a game before that.
Club America, as in the same tournament as in US tour, right? They played the El Clasico, but again, Spanish teams I can still understand because it's starting a week later. But for
Yeah, that's
English
true.
teams, for City and Chelsea especially, I don't. That's a little bit surprising, but anyway, I think Liverpool should have signed a midfielder this summer. Maybe you you kind of echoing Michael there, but you never know. As in, maybe Harvey Elliott is a starter, like Michael has already said. Like if he's a starter, and then come on, Naby Keita and Henderson are not bad backups. They're pretty good
No,
backups
no.
to have.
See, that's the thing, Ankit. They're not bad backups, but they're not good starters. I'm
Good,
specifically
exactly.
talking about Milner and Henderson. They cannot start for Liverpool anymore if Liverpool want to win the title. We
Yeah.
have seen that so many times that clearly Henderson, he's a good leader and he's good at pressing and has the leadership qualities. But right now, his play is just not for Liverpool. It just isn't, especially at the 8 when he's in a more advanced role. Okay, good, you could be in the CDM role. That's good for Henderson right now. At the 8, nah, I'm done, and I've been done.
Yeah, but do you think Pep is strong enough to actually start with Alvarez? Just hypothetically, let's just talk. Haaland doesn't kind of do well in the Premier League in the first couple of games. City cannot drop points, right? We know City Liverpool,
Yep.
the kind of rivalry which is going on the last 5 years, and not just that. As in technically, you can say Arsenal and Spurs are really look good in the last few games in preseason. You never know the signings they've made. They might challenge. People are saying that they might actually be in the mix this time. Who knows? But what do you think? As in, do you see him being strong enough to play Alvarez number 9 because he can do that as well?
Yeah, I mean, Ankit, you've watched football for a long time, and especially Pep. Do you remember 09-10 season when Ibra was signed to Barcelona? If he
I was
wasn't
getting
doing-
to that exactly.
If he wasn't playing well, he was on the bench. I remember, I think it was the El Clasico away game, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, it was the home game against Inter in the Champions League semifinals. Ibra didn't start.
Yeah,
That's
I remember that.
'cause
And that was the time
Guardiola
when
just
Ibra
is
kind
that
of
guy.
totally went off Pep, right? I think he went public and stuff like that. I remember that very well. That was what it was. But I think, you know what? Maybe the fact that it's Haaland, like Mana also has a point that he's a master tactician. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
maybe he'll work out something on the pitch or on the training ground because again Haaland is kind of very young as well. It's just
Yep.
maybe one game that we're looking at, and in preseason he didn't look so badly out of place against Bayern Munich, to be honest. But today I don't know, he just didn't look the part. Manav, that's the whole point we're making.
But-
And Alvarez
but-
looks that much better.
Yep, exactly. I think honestly, I think somebody made the point here. I think it was Barua. He said that Alvarez will adapt better to Pep's system. I fully agree because, like I
Yeah.
said, Alvarez is used to playing this possession style of football, playing in the false 9 role at River Plate, and now he's just going to play it at City. Yes, it's it's different competition, but I think Alvarez will be a much better signing at the moment. But then Haaland will be getting better and better as he elevates his link-up play. Because we know the guy, he's one of the world's best finishers of the ball, but his overall play isn't the greatest. And Bundesliga, there's a lot of space. And he's playing a lot on the counter-attack, and Ankit said playing into channels. In the Premier League, you're not going to get those sort of channels to run into. You want to get it against Liverpool and maybe Arsenal if they're playing that sort of attacking style of football, but otherwise, not that great. And Danish says, why Haaland didn't try a single header? Because he isn't that good at headers. Check how many headed goals he scored last season and his whole career. He doesn't score a lot of headed goals. He just wants the ball to his feet, and a one-timer, that's Haaland's style of play.
Exactly, and he wants ball to his feet exactly. Fans have started treating Haaland like we did to Maguire, other City players. Not to Marc. You know what?
Twitter.
Opportunistic is the word, Danish. Opportunistic, as simple as that. Let's not jump the gun. I already did that. If Bernardo leaves City this season, what do you think about that? I am kind of still thinking so many times, like, what are the points? Yes, of course, Barcelona are doing a madness, and we've spoken about it enough on the channel. But at the same time, playing for a Pep versus Xavi, with all due respect, Xavi is one of the all-time legends. You will be motivated, but come on, you're in a Pep's team where you are actually one of the pillars. You have had that fantastic season. Yes, you nowhere close to Barcelona when it comes to Champions League and the way of the way they win trophies, but I'm actually seeing that they are probably what Chelsea were in early to mid 2000s in terms of Champions League. They are getting closer and closer every season. So don't you think Bernardo Silva right? This season is probably the season that he's got to stay at City. What is your view there?
I don't know what Bernardo wants. Does he just want to be closer to family when it comes to being Portugal? Does he want to go to a better city? Because let's be honest, Barcelona versus Manchester, I'm picking Barcelona every single day. And maybe Bernardo looks at the Barcelona project and looks at the players and it's like, okay, you know what? I like the ambition. They're signing Lewandowski. They're signing Rafinha. Look, City is a fantastic team, and they're arguably the best team on paper in the world. Maybe Bernardo's, you know what? I like where Barcelona is going. And let's keep it real here. People from that area, especially the Iberian area, Latin America, when Barcelona is calling, they're going to choose them. You're going. If it's either Barcelona or Real Madrid, you're going, because those are the two biggest teams, because they follow La Liga and they follow Serie A. They don't follow the Premier League as much. So when Barcelona picks up the phone and calls you, it's kind of hard to deny it. They got the heritage compared to City in the European phase at least, and worldwide, right? Barcelona have been a brand for the last many, many decades. City are the newest brand, right? They're like Supreme. But Barcelona are like Louis Vuitton.
And this season, Laporta and company have done madness. We know that. How we not go there right now, but definitely there is a madness.
The only way I can see Barcelona signing Bernardo, and obviously this is obvious, and if you can't realize it, I don't know what to tell you about finances. They have to sell Frenkie de Jong. That's the only way.
Yeah, they have to. But Frenkie de Jong, see, as in right now, he's been linked to what, Manchester United, where he does not have Champions League football despite Eric Ten Hag being there. Chelsea, he's been linked to, but Chelsea, do we really need another midfielder, especially with Gallagher back? I don't think so. Yes, he can play centre back.
Ankit. Gallagher, really?
Come on, Kovacic, Kante kind of start for me. So I don't think
100%.
Exactly. So if Frenkie comes, and we are not changing our system, I would love that we change our system. We go 4-3-3, where as in Frenkie is brilliant. And I'm a Dutch fan, you know that I watch so much of Frenkie, but for me, he doesn't suit a 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-1-2 as much compared to Kovacic, Kante, considering what these players have given us in the last 2 years, right? Kante did not have anything close to good last season, but let's be real, Kante is just that he had a lot of injuries over last season, and I think this season I generally feel it'll be his season. And even Jorginho for that matter. Yes, I don't rate him at all. You know that, compared to a lot of our other midfielders over the years. But at the same time, the system that we play, right, allows Jorginho to kind of be that guy next to a Kante. And for me, Frenkie coming right now in that system does not make sense as a starter. And if he does not come as a starter, what's the whole point of him coming to Chelsea? Because right now, if it was not for financially, he would have started Barcelona. I think he starts over Kessie in Barcelona. No two ways about it, right? And he's not a centre back. He can play there, but is he a centre back? Probably not.
No.
Right?
So
where does he go? Where does he go?
The only destination is Manchester United. I mean, look, if Liverpool wanted to get a midfielder, please spend the money for Frenkie de Jong. I will happily take Frenkie de Jong. Oh,
that's not going to happen. Please,
I know it's not going to happen, Ankit. I'm living in a fantasy world. Let me dream. Let me dream of quadruples and Frenkie de Jong signings of Liverpool. But yeah, That's the only way Bernardo's going to come to Barcelona if Frenkie de Jong leaves, and I don't see him
Right.
leaving.
Yeah, I think probably the loan option also was kind of ruled out. I think Fabricio did mention that he's not going on loan because that's not what he wants to do either. So, as in time will tell. For me, it's a legal battle, and probably he'll be lost in that legal battles, and he's going to stay there for 5 months, doing nothing, and he's going to move on in January. That's what I foresee, really.
That's going to really affect Ankit. That's really going to affect your Dutch team for the World
Exactly.
Cup
That's
too.
why it's not good at all because he's our main creator. He's our main kind of
Yeah.
ball carrier, and he's someone who defends very well from midfield as well. Wijnaldum has not had a great season at all last season.
And
So
remember, Louis van Gaal didn't pick Gini Wijnaldum because he's not playing
exactly,
for club level. And Gini has been really good for the Dutch national team last couple of years. But Louis van Gaal said, "You're not playing club football. I'm not picking you."
correct.
And
And he
Gini
does
said,
that.
"Okay, I'm gonna go." Yep.
Yeah. Timber, remember Timber? He told Timber not to
Yep.
move, and that's a real because he actually genuinely believes Louis Van Gaal is that he's the old school man. We know that he's old school, but
Yeah.
I love him, whatever he is. It doesn't matter.
I love
And
Louis.
yes, absolutely, we won a gold in the Commonwealth Games. Great for India to win a gold. And how's the Nunes goal? Okay, so Syed being a Liverpool fan, probably probably missed that part. But for me, it was kind of created by Salah. Salah created that goal really, but Nunes, you have to give it to the guy. Simply put. But man of the match for you, Salah, finally, or the fact that even if he was on the first goal and he was threatening on the right hand side most often.
I would say Trent or Salah were man of the match. I thought Trent
Yeah.
was really good today. I mean, the guy is just a fantastic right back. Yes, defensively, he's not the strongest at times, but the guy is just going forward and with his passing abilities. My God, Trent is just next level, absolutely next level. But Salah was very effective. Anytime Salah gave Cancelo a hard time today. Cancelo, I don't really rate him as a defender going forward. Fantastic. But defensively, Cancelo ain't the strongest either. And Salah tore him apart at times today. So I would give it to one of those two players. And we won
Fair
the
enough.
Community Shield with Adrian in goal.
That's the biggest achievement, actually, more
Yep.
than anything. It's not about Nunes, it's all about Adrian today. But yeah, Gaurav, I've already mentioned on this. I think probably you missed it. We discussed about this in detail in the first half of the stream. The idea is it's kind of weird. Yes, Kepa is definitely not like an absolutely great champion of a goalkeeper. But for me, he's had far too much improvement in the last 12 months. Even his confidence has got high again. So for me to send him out on loan when basically Mendy is not in form doesn't make sense. But his salary, it comes down to that. I think Michael mentioned a great point. Like we've had that disparity in salary, and we need to get rid of certain players, and maybe Kepa is in that bracket. But the problem is we were linked to the Lazio goalkeeper, and he's actually signed for another club. So I don't know if we are even linked to any other goalkeeper.
You talking about Strakosha? Yeah, he signed for
Exactly.
Brentford.
Brentford. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Is there any goalkeeper available who would come to Chelsea to compete with Mendy? I don't see any good goalkeeper out there who's available, really. And
trying to
even
think.
chat, if you can suggest. That's the reason I don't want Kepa going because Mendy has looked shaky, and not for just no preseason. He's actually looked shaky for a good few months now. And
he has.
yes, I remember speaking to Michael. Both of us are Mendy fans. We all like the guy, and he's done brilliantly for Senegal also. But there comes a point as a goalkeeper when your form kind of just continues. He's having that form. So we need someone who competes against Mendy, especially being the World Cup year. Nunes is a brilliant signing for Liverpool. They have done brilliant job getting both Diaz and Nunes. They're sorted for next 6 to 8 seasons. Oh man, come on. Diaz, I agree. Diaz, he's a baller, man. I really like the guy. I don't know if you watched Michael. He's my main guy on FIFA. The FIFA career mode I'm doing. Even he's scoring more goals than Ronaldo for me. I've signed Ronaldo as well. Again, one player Michael likes. I'm pretty sure you all know by now.
Yeah,
But Diaz
I
has
don't
been
know. Nunes, a brilliant signing. Let's pump the brakes. It's one game, people.
exactly.
We can talk about it at the end of the season. It's one game. You gotta love football fans nowadays. They get gassed up after one match. I love it.
Yeah. No, Baxter is not ready. Baxter is not ready, in my opinion, not ready. As in, we had one guy, again, I forget the name, but the guy who actually went to PSG, Bulka, Marcin Bulka, is it the guy? He was actually pretty good in one of the pre-seasons. And then what happened? PSG came for him, and we sold him. He didn't do too well. He didn't get too many games at PSG because PSG had like 10,000 goalkeepers at the same time. We all know that, and that's why he kind of moved away. But for me, he was one of the guys for the future that Chelsea had in the academy. Baxter, I'm not too convinced of. That's and
Ankit,
yes,
I'll give you a name. Oh, sorry, Ankit,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, please. I'm waiting for the name, please.
Oh, I don't know if you want to hear this name, but he was a decent goalkeeper last season, and he does very good YouTube vlogs, and that is Ben Foster.
Oh yes, of course, of course, of course. But
It's
at
backup
best,
only, Ankit.
but is he back? That's my question. I really want someone to actually challenge Mendy. Like, would he challenge Mendy? That's the whole
No,
point,
of
right? I
course
don't think
he
so.
wouldn't challenge Mendy.
Yeah.
He got 1 season or 2 seasons left in his career, but I mean he would be
I
a
I would
decent
actually
backup
take
option.
Tim Krul. I would take Tim Krul.
Oh no,
No.
no, he's a terrible goalkeeper. Did you see him for Norwich last season? He's terrible.
Come on, that Norwich facing too many shots, bro. Come on, I said anyone
No,
can.
but
But
he was bad. Ankit, I watched every Norwich game because I have to. That he's a terrible goalkeeper.
yeah, and the way Chelsea play doesn't suit our style. He, as in, he's
Yeah.
at best a short stopper. You know, I
Yep.
get your point. Exactly. Yeah, Haaland, Syed, bro, आपने late join किया. We've discussed so much of Haaland. I'm pretty sure you'll see a lot of it in the media, but as in, let's take it game by game. Definitely, Pep needs to change something. And yes, people who have joined late on, do not forget to like the stream. And do not forget to subscribe to our channels, but not just our channels, even Michael's channel. It's linked in the description below. Bring back Courtois. No way, man. That's not happening. Courtois will always remain this for me. And again, going back to the point, I actually believe that Christensen is also in the same boat. I don't consider them, as in, I'll never want them back. Lukaku, Courtois, Christensen are
Christensen, give some Christensen some. I mean, obviously he wanted to leave and it was bad ending, but he was
no, bro.
very
He
vital for
was
you guys
he
winning the
was the
Champions
main
League.
guy from the academy. As Chelsea fans, we felt proud that okay, finally we have one more person coming from the academy. And I know he's not bound to do. You cannot expect everyone, and it's modern football. That's reality. But the timing
Yeah.
of it, doing it when it was the lowest point as a club that we were in, and that was the point when he actually went and talked to Barcelona and went away. He could have waited just for a month, and it's not about the final that he backed out of FA Cup final. I remember he just backed out the same morning.
Yeah.
Those are things that okay, fine. He has some mental issues, fair enough. That part I'm not going to criticize much. That's what he is, and you get that as a package, right? Neto can be a good option for Chelsea. Actually, that's not a bad option. Neto for Barcelona because I think Inaki Pina is back there from Galatasaray
Yeah.
this season. So I think that he could be just available. That's a brilliant option, Viyanshu. Thanks for that. I'll probably try and tweet Chelsea about it if they listen to me. I don't know. Yeah. Did we miss Sadio Mane? Michael? No, I don't. Come on, not today.
It's not today, but it's one game. Look,
Exactly.
I think if we had Sadio, we would have been much more clinical in the counterattack because Bobby. I've been seeing the decline of Bobby, and it's coming more and more evident that this guy is not going to re-sign for Liverpool, and I don't think Liverpool are going to re-sign him because his contract is at the end of this season. If I'm going to be honest, I love the guy. I would sell him right now and get a player. That's just me because Bobby's very good with link-up play, but against the top teams in Europe, I don't know. I really don't know with Bobby. But the guy has been a fantastic player for Liverpool, but he's
You know
had
what?
a lot of
I would
injuries.
take Bobby Firmino in a heartbeat. Like I would take him like this because I think that is exactly the kind of player we need. The way Tuchel
Yeah,
plays.
I think that's the sort of player you need. I think for Liverpool, we're going in a new direction with Nunes. I think we're going to get much more creativity from the midfield, and maybe we'll just put in crosses for Nunes, who will be there at the back post or making good runs in their post. Because, look, his link-up play isn't the greatest, so I love Bobby, but I'm seeing the decline, Ankit. And you've been seeing the decline as well. His peak was 17-18 season. That guy was fantastic, and then it's kind of gone more and more worse, but...
Let's see.
let's
As in,
see.
he didn't play many games last season, so I think as a Liverpool
Yeah.
fan, you'll still hope. Just like Kante had a bad season, maybe he comes back. You
Yep.
never know. Like
Hopefully.
I said, Karius is out of syllabus, bro. As in, come on. Much respect for him to kind of just still being a professional, but come on, no one's getting Karius.
He's a bodybuilder nowadays, Ankit. He's a bodybuilder.
Exactly. He has a different thing already sorted. But
I'll
yes,
be right back.
yeah, no problem. And yes, a lot of people have joined. Again, people who joined late, let us know what is your opinion about this match and what do you think, what impact it'll have. Yeah, between City or Liverpool, क्या होगा? Will it impact? यार एक bragging right होता है. The fact that Liverpool have beaten them in knockout competitions back to back. FA Cup में semi-final में जीते थे. अभी it's not really a knockout competition. It's not really a big trophy. Like it's a trophy. Technically speaking, I know other countries call it Super Cup. मैं तो बोलता हूँ it's a charity shield, and which is a fact as well. For me, City losing sounds far better than Liverpool beating City. That's a good way of putting it. Danish, a Manchester United fan in the house. As Chelsea fans, we lost penalty shootout against Liverpool when Liverpool had Alisson, Adrian, and Keller. Now Karius is left. Talk about basically, options. City's first touch impacted the play. Yeah, I think we had covered about Haaland actually being that guy. For some reason, he was just wanting to take the ball on his left foot, which is so unlike Haaland. I don't know what was happening today in the first half, especially. What was your opinion on Jack Grealish performance today? Kind of so didn't really turn up,
Yeah.
but was it? I don't think we'll fault him really, right? It was more like the
No.
right side, Mahrez and Haaland did not really get going for the final pass to come, right?
I think Mahrez had a really good game today. I think they tried to get him involved in the match a lot. I think for Grealish, he didn't get into the box a lot, to be honest. I think he was hesitant to take on Trent 101, which I'm shocked by. I don't know why you want to take on Trent because we know defensively he isn't the greatest, but Jack Grealish, I think he'll have a good season, though. I think this season is going to be much better than last year when he wasn't really that good for £100 million. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Always do that. So, Syed is asking for a final prediction for Darwin Nunes. All excited, Syed. मैं देख रहा हूँ आप बहुत excited हो after looking at that goal. How many goals will Nunes score for Liverpool this season?
I've been saying it. I think max 15 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think that'll be a fantastic season for me because pretty sure he's not going to start many games, at least to begin with. I think it's going to be Firmino.
It's looking like that because he hasn't been playing with
Yeah.
the first team at all during the preseason. He's mostly been playing with Harvey Elliott, Carvalho, Curtis Jones. So I think Nunes will get 12 to 13 goals in the Premier League, and I think I'll be happy with that because first season away in the Premier League, toughest league in the world. I'll take it. It can only get better from there, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And yes, a lot of people have joined now, but again, do not forget to like the stream. Certainly helps. और उतना ही नहीं भाई हमें भी subscribe करिए, but don't forget to subscribe to Michael Talks Football. He actually knows in and out of football. हम काफी discuss करते हैं. Hopefully, Michael, we'll have a lot more discussions, lot more as the season is just not even begin, I would say. But congratulations, you have won a trophy. Technically, it's going to go down in transfermarket.com, Wikipedia, everywhere, and that's the whole point. When it comes to quizzes, we'll remember this. Occasion. That's what. That's the best.
Don't ask me in a quiz how many how many times has Liverpool won the Community Shield because I cannot tell you.
Anyway, Haaland first touch landed outside the European Union. Oh my God, come on. MShare, first of all, thank you for the super chat. Certainly means a lot. It's just the gesture. And of course, every super chat that comes goes back to the channel to kind of upgrade, which you are seeing, we are already doing it. But thanks for the support. But I think, let's be honest, this is going to be an opportunistic moment for all the opposition fans and the media. Yes, Haaland did not look at, place at all. But I think we'll give him time. We'll give him time. If we were able to give Torres 2 seasons as Chelsea fans, I remember the first 2 seasons what he had, and finally when Benitez came to his rescue, he did pretty decently. Finally, So come on, that was, I know that time 50 million was too much, but Haaland, he was technically right now 50 odd million. Wasn't he 60 million close to?
No, 60
So,
million, 65.
Yeah, so I know he has a name. You're expecting a lot as a City fan, but simply put, you have to give him time. Alvarez looked very good. That's a positive from City's perspective. I think you can certainly take a lot of positives out of that. Who do you think Chelsea will sign now? As in, looks like we are signing no one. We need to offload players. If you actually see, so you know what we did? Against Udinese, we played a proper 11 yesterday. And then again, we had a second team playing today. Despite that, we couldn't play every player there. Still, I think the Barkleys of the world, the Werners of the world, they are still injured or did not get game. So imagine the kind of squad that Chelsea have. It's easy to say as Chelsea fans that we need more players. And yes, we should have scouted. We should have got a director of football. We got the ownership thing sorted a little bit too late. But let's be honest, there are too many people kind of in the category of deadwood. So till the time we don't get rid, we're not getting suitors. How is Tuchel going to manage? And remember, Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a rule this time. We can loan only a certain number of players abroad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a rule this time. So we can loan them in England, but abroad we can loan only a certain number of players. There's a max, there's a cap. So that is why we are linked. Yeah, we are linked to be, as in putting people on the transfer market. We still have Baba Rahman on our books. We still have Matt Miazga on our books. Kennedy, of course. Kennedy's done well in preseason, by the way. Just saying, it's just preseason, but still.
Ankit. Kennedy, really? In 2022? Come on. That guy is championship level. Let's keep it real here.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. I don't know who's this Mr. John Miller, but thank you for coming on. You have the time to come on and actually comment. So I think that helps the channel. So certainly bring it on. Of
Yep.
course, the more hate we get, it motivates us even more. Michael is a brilliant content creator, and I would say I'm not too far off as well. I have to say that. But much
You're better,
always love
Ankit.
the discussion. No problem, man. It happens. It's part and parcel of it where you go, but people, lot of discussions to come on. Today is going to be a madness day today because it's what, okay, not technically, it's just 2 minutes left for today. That's Sunday. So Sunday we're going to have a couple of streams. We're going to do one Juventus Real Madrid. You'll see a reaction, and you'll also see basically a preview for the Serie A season. So we are getting a guest, especially from Italian football fan base. So we are getting a lot of discussions coming on. So do not miss. We'll be live a couple of times today, and of course, again, thank you all for the wishes, because there's still technically 2 minutes left for my birthday. So again, thanks. Michael, big up to you, of course. Congratulations, whatever it is, pre-season, the confidence, the bragging rights, and Haaland versus Nunes, you have won a trophy. that
Basically,
matter, right?
we're 2-0 this season against City. Nunes 1-0 and Liverpool 1-0 against City 3-1. Easy result. I just want to answer Syed's question because he actually made a good point. Michael's workload of Salah increased.
Yeah.
I felt it from today's game. I fully agree. Salah's he's gonna have a lot to carry with this team, and you can tell because now Mane is gone. We don't know how many goals Diaz is going to get this season. Look, I love Diaz, but we don't. Is he guaranteed to get you 10 to 15 goals? Not too sure. Not too sure. But I think Salah, he's ready for it. There's a reason why they gave him 350,000 a week, becoming one of the best paid players in the world. Like, come on, Salah's ready for the challenge, and I think he's going to step up as he always
See,
does.
that's what I said. That's what I said. You know what? With Firmino being there, Firmino's person who drops back. So maybe Salah
Yeah.
will be like playing as a striker this time. And Luis Diaz is anyway, he's not that typical goal scorer. So maybe he'll probably get even more goals. I'm
Well,
guessing.
you saw in the counterattacks, especially Ankit with Diaz. All his runs were down the middle. They were never out
Correct.
wide. They were always down the middle. So that's what definitely is going to happen, especially I think against the top teams, especially because. Look, I mean, against the low blocks, I think it's going to be Nunes. Against the top teams, it could be Firmino. But, it's only one game. So there's so much to discuss when it comes to this Premier League season.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, a lot of discussions here. And of course, we are going to cover each and every game, hopefully, as much as possible. And again, everyone joining, thanks a lot for joining. Very good watch along. We'll have many more to come. But Michael, big up. And of course, before going, do not forget to subscribe not only to our channels, that's 2 channels that we have, but Michael's channel, please to subscribe. Certainly, growing, and hopefully, we get a lot of feedback as well. We are always open to feedback, and a couple of haters in the chat, but bring it on. Definitely, we would like a lot of feedback as much as possible because it's a fan channel for all to see. We have different viewpoints, and me and Michael are examples of that. And till next time, take care. And of course, congratulations, Liverpool. But don't worry, Chelsea will come back in the transfer market.